Hello, everyone. It is the Cocktail Lounge Hollywood, Halloween edition coming from Woodbine. And yes, folks, this is a treat, not a trick. We have with us tonight the man, the myth, the legend. El Hombre is back with us. Hello, sir. How are you?
Doing well, man. I'm glad to be back. 100th episode. I couldn't miss it. Couldn't miss it for the life of me. Let's go.
Yeah, he's doing as well as his Lions, and they are doing fantastic. So,
Jared, I did want to call attention to that beautiful lid that El Hombre is wearing.
Listen, we're having the time of our lives as Lions fans. Yes, 40. I won't give away my age. It's a little more than 40. I'm not doing that, but this is the biggest biggest run we've been on in my lifetime. I know Formula grew up in the same area I did, and we are both lifelong Lions fans. Yeah. And I use that kind of on a slippery slope because it has not been pleasant for 40 plus years. But right now, dude, top of the mountain, baby. Loving it.
Yeah.
Riding it out.
And we got
Jared Goff for MVP.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. And we got the formula. And as always, my man Riders Up, Tim, who is ready to start this Breeders' Cup weekend. Both of these guys about 3-4 days ago were ready to start it right now, but we are there now. How you two doing?
I'm doing well. I like you guys have seen in the chat, I've been eager to get this thing going, and this thing being just the start of the weekend. I know we're in Woodbine tonight, but I feel like this is the start of a big BC weekend. Like, just being in the lounge with everybody and everybody that's out there right now. Everyone, thanks for tuning in. It just feels like, I don't know. It's like the only thing I can use to describe it is if you're from New Orleans that weekend right before Mardi Gras, things just feel different. And they start to escalate and grow each day. That's kind of how it feels now.
Love it. Love it. We got Danny Witchin in the house. We got Kevin Plaucha. How are you, my friend? Paul Nolan from Ireland joining us for Halloween. Great to see you guys. As always, as we head up to Woodbine in Canada, where they're having tonight about 30-mile-per-hour winds, but they are running.
That's what we got here. My daughter is trick-or-treating out in this weather, and good luck to her. Holy cow.
What weather do you have? It's 85 and sunny here.
It is.
It is. It's actually too hot for Halloween, but it's beautiful here.
It's low 50s and blowing wind. Like
it's 71 and raining here. We're getting.
Why would you live in low 50s and blowing
beautiful
wind?
Here in Boston today?
So. Why would you put yourself through that, dude? It's tough. That is tough.
I have no good answers to that question. I escaped the Midwest, if you remember. You know this. You know this very well. I escaped, and then I came back.
It's tough.
And I am like, was I doing that to get closer to family? I had a job offer up here. That makes sense.
Thankful for me, my family kind of followed. They kind of migrated down after me a few years later.
Good for them.
My parents moved, and then my sister moved. So basically, everybody's here now. They all got wise to the fact that you don't have to live in an ice storm 6 months a year and be miserable as hell. It's not cool. Sure. Sean up in Boston.
Yeah.
I know you guys get the same weather pattern from Chicago all the way up through Detroit.
Yeah. And also tonight is our 100th episode of the Cocktail Lounge. So to everybody out there, thank you.
Yes. And by the way, what's up, Frank Payne in the house? Maybe he's been here since the beginning.
Payne in the house.
Yes.
I want to personally thank Sean, Tim, the Formula, Jessica, Colin, everybody who's filled in, Keith, who's filled in for me when I'm going through some personal issues this year, and it's been a tough year for me, but we're getting through it. And dude, I couldn't have done, couldn't be here without the support. I love to see it. And listen, you guys have been doing some amazing things statistically too, not just the support and friendship and everything that goes above and beyond, but listen, man, you guys have been winning at a crazy rate too. And we started this year, the beginning of the year, at a crazy rate. Like it was embarrassingly high ROI. Like I was like afraid to even promote the ROI because it was unrealistic to maintain that type of thing.
Yeah.
And then of course you have your peaks and valleys like with any gambling, but then you guys have been running it back up. And what was it last week? $900 up you know,
Yeah, 920. Yeah.
9x bankroll, whatever it was. It's crazy. So let's do it again tonight. Yeah.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
When we ran through that last week, and I dropped off, and I was watching it as Tim put together that bet, I was thinking back to January 4th of this year at Turfway, and a little horse called Hurry On Out that was at the top of a trifecta that you pulled in that was like 20 to 1 or something, ended up winning and just exploded the trifecta you put in place in the last or the second to last race.
Right.
Yeah. That was amazing. That was an amazing kickoff to the year. And that's what I'm saying about how it was a remarkable ROI that we could never keep up with. But honestly, we are, I don't even know the math yet right now. We'll put it together. I promise you. But for the 2024 math, I guarantee that ROI is ridiculously high.
Yeah.
Probably unsustainable, but it's been fun nonetheless. And that's especially thanks to Sean and Tim, who have been here most weeks. Formula's been on recently, like for several months now, but I've dropped off. But I'm back, baby. Let's go.
Good
We're
to have
doing
you
Woodbine on Breeders' Cup weekend, the 100th episode. By the way, we're doing lounge work all weekend. Tomorrow we're doing the full Breeders' Cup. Saturday, full Breeders' Cup. Check the schedule. Just subscribe, like the channel, subscribe, and you will see. We already have them posted for the live streams coming up for this weekend. So join us and win.
So tomorrow we'll be on right about the same time. The first Breeders' Cup race is at 5:45 Eastern. So we'll be coming on somewhere around 5:30. We'll cover those 5 races that day, and then we will cover all the races on Saturday. So we will be live early in the morning. The first Breeders' Cup is race 2, which is or just around midday. 1:40 Eastern is the first Breeders' Cup race on Saturday.
Yes,
absolutely. Looking forward to it. As always, this is the best event of the year. We've always said it here on the channel, at least for us. So,
yeah.
You know, the only thing comparable is the Triple Crown, but this is the culmination of worldly events, turf and dirt and everything else, and male and female, juveniles. You got it all here. It's going to be a fun weekend, folks. So stay tuned into the channel all weekend.
England, Ireland, Japan, all shipping in horses, Argentina.
And once again, and I think, Tim, I definitely saw you comment on this, and I think Sean would agree. Every year, the invaders get stronger, and this is, without question, you know, goes along with that rule. Like, it just keeps getting stronger every year with the invaders.
The strongest, yes, absolutely, bar none.
They're still not going to win.
This is the first real Japanese 19 horses. They had 5 more on a waiting list that could have made it up to 24, but they just couldn't get in. But I mean, this is a real push by the Japanese. They are very serious about winning Breeders' Cup races, and it's making it a truly world event.
All right, you guys want to take a look at race 4 at Woodbine? You got 6 minutes to post.
Oh yeah, we better get on this then.
We have what, $100 bankroll as usual, correct?
Yeah.
Who wants to take race 4? I will if you guys want. I'm prepared. If you guys want to take it yourselves, whatever you want to do, let me know. I'm a rookie out here.
We've had Tim's been our lucky kind of leadoff dude, so we'll go with that. If it's not fixed, if it's not broke, don't fix it. You know.
Are you saying we're going to fix the race?
Yeah, exactly. We are. That's how we win.
What do we look like? Calls?
Yeah. Looks like we can do that, right? That's how we got the ROI.
By the way, Solar Panel Cleaning just joined as a new member. Thank you for joining.
Oh, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it.
We will answer all your questions after the live stream. We're getting a little tight for time on getting this race.
Yes. Yeah. So, a little late.
Sean, you want to jump in? Tim's going to be the final answer here in race number 4, but Sean, you have some ideas here?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. My first pick, and it's getting played right now, is Penny Jet, the 11. Kelly Callahan and Slade Callahan. That was my first pick. They've been on fire. However, I will say this: if you've watched the first 4 races tonight, there is a 30-mile-per-hour wind up at Woodbine. The rail has been the place to be, and the outside has been the tough place to be. So in terms of closing, so whoever's coming in through the stretch, you gotta hope you're on the rail because that's where the ground has been saved. The 11 Penny Jet, Callahan, Slade, they've just been on absolute tear the last like 2 months. They really started out slow, but they've been doing well. I'm going to throw that last race completely out of the thing. He was jostled like 2 or 3 times. He's dropping from 15 to 10, which is what you see now as you get into October. So I was 11. I'm not going to take too long. 11, 7, and then 4.
11-7-4 formula. Where are you at?
Yeah, so the 4 is my top pick. I really love the number it was going to come in with 10-1, but it has since dropped, plummeted. That's my top
good
pick.
price at 92 though, by the way, honestly.
Yeah, 92 is still a good deal.
Yeah.
It was lower, I think, when I looked previously, but in terms of class, yeah, the top 2 horses I have here are classing down. So the 4 and then the 7 opened up at 3-1. At 8.5 furlongs, they're both closers, so I do kind of like that here. And then I'm also going to take you over to the 1 horse who opened up at 15-1. What are we drawing on that right now? 12-1. I think you get a pretty good value on that horse there. Again, bit of a closer at 8.5 furlongs. I do like to see that. There's no horse here that I think is really going to set the pace. There's a bunch of horses that sit a couple tiers back. I do not see a pace setter in here. Maybe the 5, maybe the 3. No, the 3 scratched. 8. No, 8 scratched. I'm thinking it's going to be the 5 that sets the pace here, but man, I don't know. There's not a whole lot. So yeah, that's my order there. 7-4-1.
Okay, and the 7 is the even money favorite, 4-5 now. So I don't understand that, to be honest, from my perspective. But we have 2 minutes to post. I'm going to go ahead and say I think you have to include the 7 for sure. I think maybe like include him, in a key box or something. But I also had the 4, the 1, and I do see it with Sean's 11 with a little bit of a deep threat at a 6-1 price, another good price. So
yeah, I was going to throw in the 2 there as well, but I'll let Tim speak as well.
All right, they got a minute to the gate, so we're just going to do this. So I'm pretty much right there with you guys, and I see it the same way, but I do like the 4 on top, and we're going to try to get a price on top. We're just going to start out with a little $12 wager. We're going to key the 4 on top with the 1-7-11 underneath for the try.
Woo!
We're going to swing for the fences from
That's aggressive, baby. I like it. That's how you make money.
Yeah.
$2 try key, and that is a total of $12. You love to see it.
Yep. Just gonna take
Tim
this off
is
in 1
not
second.
looking for the faint of heart so far.
What's up, everybody? I'm behind the pick here. How you doing?
Uh-oh, what do we have here?
We got Keith in the house.
Look at
We
my
got to
hat
go
here.
full screen on him, don't we? I mean, come on. What are we doing?
I'm only gonna wear it for a couple minutes, but yeah, I got the leprechaun
You're in
hat
for
here.
4 hours, bro.
There you go. Yeah, make me big screen for a second. There you
Yeah,
go.
we got to do that.
It's worth
How you
it.
guys doing?
I got you. I got it. I think. There it is.
There you go. The good old
What are
TD
we
Bank
doing, baby? You
TD
look
Bank
good.
giveaway here.
You
How you
looking
fellas
good.
doing? Yeah, no, I'm on a lot of the same horses with the official play here. So my pick was 4-7-11. So I like that.
Yeah,
Let's
it
go.
seems like we're all kind of aligned there.
There
Nice
we
to
go.
be with you guys. I figure I'd wear it for a couple minutes.
Zoning order
Nice
Look
to
at
be
that
with you guys.
win.
at 4-1.
Going in the
Look
gate.
at that
folks.
win. That is one win
Next
they
alone
got.
is in it to win it.
And that's a key box we're doing here, Tim. Oh, sorry, a key, not a key box.
just a key. Four
has to
straight
hit
up
key on top.
Four has to win.
That girl Artemis steps up.
Hey, Jen, welcome aboard.
In Hotel, how are you?
T is going $600 to win in the
Penny
7.
Jet.
Yikes. Good luck, sir.
And to the outside,
And then
original me
I'll
is
man.
just
taking
come
a
with
stab
Spirited
at the one
Tipperary,
and
and
the
they'll be
price.
on their way. Penny Jet has moved in. Original
Yeah,
me.
I just boxed those 3 horses
outside
for
gate and the
7-Eleven.
last Spirited Tipperary to gate 9.
Shout out to the
one there.
40
I like
plus
that.
people in YouTube alone. We have
And she moves
a
in.
multitude larger crowd on Twitter, but let's
All
go
in.
here. Here we are. We're in the gate. Let's do it.
Locked.
Good luck, everyone.
Off their race, a good break for that girl. Artemis, the center, began in front, dropping out a clear last. Spirited Tipperary showing up his Penny Jet deep on the track, wanting to hunt across. Zoning
11
order is
goes
there
for
within it to win it. And just behind them is Ladies Rum, and on the inside,
That's
trying to
big
pick up
speed.
some ground, is Wild Queenie. And just ahead is Michaela as they turn out the stretch. And Original Me is second last. Early on, Spirited Tipperary's at the back, and Penny Jet is starting to skirt around to go to the lead and gets away from them. Penny Jet by a
We moved
couple
that
of
needle on that
zoning
4 horse,
order.
baby. He's down to
Rita in it
3 to
win
1.
it.
That
And
sucks.
Ladies Rum on the inside. One to Michaela. That girl Artemis got away
She
back in
wins
the
all
field.
those sucks.
Spirited Tipperary starts a wind-up run early from third last, is coming around the outside of Original Me, and Wild Queenie has dipped to the tail. Racing up the backstretch, well ahead. Penny Jet snuck out to lead by 4.5 to Zoning Order. A couple away is in it to win it, 2.5 away. And taking off is that girl Artemis, tracking
Come
is
on,
Spirited
Thor, look alive.
Tipperary. The inside of them, Ladies Rum from Michaela. Original Me comes up
Runs.
the
End
the
inside.
race right now.
3 away last is
11
Wild Queenie.
11's dropping
Penny Jet
anchor, but
has
hopefully
broken
not
the
Get
field
the
up,
run,
leading
let's
2.5
go.
to Zoning Order coming
Went so
forward.
fast.
Length
Stay
and a half
up,
away.
Alden.
That girl Artemis, Spirited Tipperary continuing to
We're
wind
stuck
up on
in
the
it.
A little bit of
outside
fight
of
left.
it to win
Let's
it.
go.
And Michaela makes ground behind them is on the
7. Here
inside.
comes that
Ladies Rum, and now Wild
Oh.
Queen and Original Me at the back. Inside the
Come on,
516.
4. Fight
Penny
back,
Jet
baby.
from that girl Artemis, who's come fast and races up
Let's
and
go,
has gone
4.
by. That girl Artemis
on.
zips to the front as they
Four's out
corner
of
for
gas.
Penny
Come on.
Jet. In third placing is Zoning
I don't
Order,
know.
and down the outside in it to win it. But
Get up
that
there,
girl
11's
Artemis
stubborn.
put a space on rivals
there,
and has
4.
opened up a winning break is about 5 in front. And Michaela running on the outside of Zoning Order. And down the stretch, it's all that girl
That's
Artemis
coming from.
by about 5.5 lengths is
I wanna
getting
see if
leg
4
weary,
can
but
get
That's
the
7.
damage is
No
done.
one's catching the
and
7.
No.
Wind is not helping, but
7
that
was
girl
much
Artemis wins
better.
by 3.5 to 4 lengths.
Worst
3.5.
or
Zoning
the
Order,
top two.
Michaela. And then came Ladies
chunky,
Rum and
yeah.
Wild
11,
Queenie.
4,
The
6 for
time
the kids at
is
home.
at 1:48.79.
I made $1 on the exacta.
Hey!
There you go. A win's a win. Yeah.
And believe it or not, out of that mess of a kind of a well-balanced big field there, chalky as hell.
Right.
Yep.
Just about as chalky as you can get there.
Yep.
Congrats to anybody who hit that.
Winner number 7, that girl Artemis. And
Mike,
second is
Mother
4,
F and
Zoning
Witten is in
Order.
the house. Good
Third,
to see
6,
him.
Michaela.
You know,
For 2 Ladies Rum, 7, 4, 6, 2. The first quarter was 25 and 2, a half 49 and 4.
7, 4, 6.
quarters,
Yeah, that's about as
115.
chalky as you're going to get on a field like that. I really
Yep.
think we all kind of expected a little bit of a price there, but
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. I did not expect the 11 in the lead. That's for sure.
There was no horse that stuck out as being a lead horse, though.
No.
One thing
Like
we're
that.
seeing, by the way, the outside horses we may want to avoid because they're just not with this wind. They're his sailors, he was done.
Yeah, you had to use a lot of speed and energy just to clear the lead there.
Yeah, exactly. So the outside horses are not faring very well so far today here at
Oh, okay.
yeah. And if
Del
you're just
Mar.
tuning in, Sean, what would you consider an outside horse in that circumstance then? Because that was like originally a 14 horse field, right? So
Yeah, right. But even like 9, 10, 11, the outside posts they have to work to get to it, and they may be a little bit. The inside of the track is definitely where you want to be for the coming home. Not
Yeah.
Oh, it might end up being a decent try there with a 13 to 1 at the
and
end.
the 6 20 to 1 morning line in the in the mix.
not bad.
You'd be
The
surprised.
morning,
if
the morning line prices were much the best, but
Right.
Yeah.
The first you get, look at that, given the $2.
Firsty, baby.
First.
There he is. Happy Halloween,
There's
everybody.
our man.
There you go. Yeah.
Drop in the comments. First of all, what are you wearing? If you're wearing a costume, we got Keith in here.
Little leprechaun on screen. Yeah, I was debating whether I was going to wear it or not. I was like, it's Halloween. I'm wearing it.
Dude, I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you. I'm the biggest
Heck
party
yeah.
pooper when it comes. I love Halloween. Like in the spirit of Halloween, I've always taking my girls out, and we have a great time. I've decorated. I've had haunted houses through my garage, like.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fun for the neighborhood stuff.
Love
Like
that.
I'm way into that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
dress up. I think I'm too self-conscious or whatever it is, but
Oh, really?
I just don't. Yeah, I just don't.
I thought you would like it, El Hombre, because of the
Yeah.
the serial killers and everything. Exactly.
Oh, that'd be great. That's a good idea, actually. Maybe I
So-
should be Ted Bundy next year.
I went to Spirit Halloween yesterday looking for like a simple gorilla mask, and it was nothing but serial killers and
Wow.
stuff from Saw. And
Get on my page, bro. You're late for the party here.
I couldn't find anything like simple that I could wear, and I just wanted to wear something to this. And
By
then
the
I
way,
found,
you're
like,
a
the
big
tr-
Halloween guy historically. I've
Yeah,
seen it.
I'm-
I've seen it
I'm
on
off
your
of, like-
Facebook post from 1997 and shit like that. So don't even try to deny it.
But I'm not into like the super gory. Okay, I got blood stains on my Halloween
I get that.
costume. Yeah, and I wanted to find something simple because I was going to wear it to this, and then I was thinking, hey, if we get up to 15K subscribers, I'll wear it to BC.
We're getting to 15 this weekend, by the way.
Oh,
yes.
okay, awesome.
Just pound that subscribe button. I'll go out and
not
buy the
subscribed,
dumbest
please do.
costume, whatever. If we get to 15K, I'll wear something. Meaning I won't be naked is what I'm looking to
yeah,
say.
well, I was gonna say.
Yeah. But it was like it was like stuff from Saw and like these grisly looking, like looks like this pig was hung from like barbed wire, and then on top of that they had a horror section, and I'm like, how is that different from the rest of the store? What the hell's going on here? So needless to say, I walked away with nothing.
Well, yeah, it's a shitty world we live in nowadays. So I mean, it's pretty, expected
grim.
that, par for the course that, things of bad taste just are what they are.
Yeah.
But,
Well, we got horse racing, right? Exactly.
Yeah. Did anybody connect on that? Congrats if you did. I know we missed that for $12 or
Ooh, that's a nice try.
But listen, what was the try?
23 for a buck.
20 on a buck.
Not terrible.
Not spectacular either, though.
Yeah, a little low, I thought too. Yeah.
Yeah, for that big of a field.
Yeah. Fair play.
Tommy Barch in the house. How you doing, sir? Jimmy White.
I
in
haven't
the
heard
house.
from him in a while.
Ricky
Tommy,
Jones.
how are you, my friend?
Good to see Tommy back.
Love to see it. Tommy Barch, one of the originals. I mean, Sean,
Yes.
we've been doing this. Tim, Tom,
Right.
Keith, we've all been doing this for, I guess, if episode 100 is
Yeah, 100.
any indication, that's 2 years roughly. It's 2 years worth of cocktail lounges, which is pretty hard to believe, but
Yeah, I was messaging with Sean. I had to say he's probably made at least 95 of them, right? It's incredible.
yeah, I would say that
Wow.
too.
Tim's
Minimum,
up there
yeah,
too.
94, 95 minimum.
95. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Tim's
Yeah.
definitely above 75, I would say, at least
Tim's way
80
above,
something.
yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Because
I
And
He
I
knows
was,
that.
goes
I
way
was
back.
nearly 100% the first year, but this year I've been like, no. So,
yeah.
but yeah, Sean has
I'm probably
been,
about 40s or 50s. Yeah, exactly.
Tim's probably close to 100% this year.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep.
What do you missed? A couple, Tim? Maybe.
The one, two. Missed two. One at Saratoga, one at Woodbine. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tim's out here a traveling man too. He's when he misses, it's because he's at Keeneland or something.
Or the grandkids.
Which is fun.
I think I've only missed one for travel though. That was the one when I was down visiting the grandkids over.
Yep.
fall
Yep.
break. And
Yep.
I
That's
tried
it.
to be in here, and then I've had a couple I did by myself talking to the wall in here. Those are always fun.
Oh,
And even the Saratoga one, I was on technically for a race there with them. Exactly. So
Oh, no
exactly.
kidding.
right, yeah, you checked in.
Yeah, I checked in, so that counts. Exactly.
The first cocktail lounge, I'm looking at it right now. November 2022.
Wow.
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
I mean,
basically
was
2
late.
years. He nailed it.
yeah, 2 years ago. And it was at, I mean, can anyone guess the track? I'm sure someone can.
It was November evening.
Charlestown.
Chucktown.
You got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
Dang.
Charlestown it is. November
My
10th. at
God, how things
Charlestown.
have gone. Things have
Chuck-
really improved
Nice.
over the years, man. Because
All the
Chucktown,
All the videotapes.
Oh, we were on until like
burned.
midnight with Chucktown. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will still wipe my ass with Charlestown's program.
They just didn't respond, right?
Shithole of
No
a track,
response,
worst
yeah.
shithole of management. The whole team sucks. The horses suck. The place is a toilet dumpster. All right.
And on the other end of the spectrum, you have Woodbine, which is amazing,
Class
by the
act.
way. If anyone's listening from Woodbine, we love you. I mean,
Yeah,
just
come on. What are we doing?
Yeah. Vince
Woodbine
Watson.
makes this happen
In the
so
house.
much better.
Yeah. And we had a really good Turfway meet. I was on for a bunch of those shows. That was a fun time.
I just wish we could show Turfway. I just wish.
Right.
We could show 'em.
I know.
I
I
know.
think they would if they would answer us, but I mean, it's part of that Kentucky snobbery.
it.
They're a little uptight, you know.
The,
They don't want
the
people to
TGI
be right?
syndicate.
You do get live reports from Mike Whitten, though.
That was awesome. So
Mike
shout out to you,
Whitman's
Mike.
shivering in the booth when it's like 20 degrees and windy.
I was on for that one. That was cool.
That was rough.
I mean, how much
Vinny
pull does
Watson.
Caitlin Free have for us? Can she get us something?
Yeah, we.
I mean, it's kind of crazy to me that they don't want free promotion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
It's
They're
wild.
their own entity.
It's like an
They're their own
enterprise.
entity.
Exactly. Yep.
Look
They're
at
their own
ASD.
entity, you know?
It's not like
We
we're
give them all
competing
this
with
great
them,
promotion.
dude. We're a YouTube channel that gets, you know, on a
Yeah,
good
we get
night,
views and subs.
night,
Exactly.
a couple hundred people on board.
$1
Penny.
is to them is
It's not
competition.
like we're robbing them of a whole bunch of capacity, but what we are doing is driving more bets and more bettors and hopefully winners and, you know,
Yeah.
building more players. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Look at Tom. Look at Tom. He's got back when Keeneland, Horseshoe, Indy, Churchill, Keeneland Library, and FanDuel Fairmont trip. Wow.
Oh,
That's
wow.
why we haven't heard from Tom. He's been traveling the country for the past
Living
4
the
months.
dream out there.
Wow.
Well,
yeah,
we-
exactly.
Amazing.
Well, we lost
Oh,
the first
look,
race.
guys. Sean, Keith,
Yeah.
Tim. We all met at Keeneland this year, earlier in the
That
year.
was fun.
It was
Yeah.
a great time. There's one guy in this room who has not met up with us at all, and
I gotta
refuses to.
Do I have to go to Hawthorne to meet you? I think you're in
Yeah,
Chicago. Exactly.
What are we doing here?
Go to the skeleton of Arlington Park. I'm just like 3 miles away. Yeah.
Exactly.
Ah, what is so
We'll go
sad.
visit the empty field there, or Soldier Field's practice facility, whatever it became. But
And they're not even going to use
Nothing.
that, right? I mean, if
That's
I
correct.
heard it right, oh man, that's
As
that's
of right
crazy to me.
now, the president of the Chicago Bears, who was named after they purchased the carcass of Arlington Park. So they purchased Arlington Park. It was standing. And then they plowed it down. They got a new president, and the president says, "Hey, I want a stadium on the lake shore." Of course. Well, I'm sorry, but Arlington Park's nowhere near the lake shore. Soldier Field is. So he's got this thought in mind to do that. Meanwhile, they bought Arlington Park, knocked it down, so it's just an empty field
empty
now.
field now, right? Like literally.
Pretty much. What are they going to do with it? Who knows?
Probably some housing or something. Yeah, it's just they auctioned off
It'll be
certain
another
things. What a shame.
cutter, you know, McMansion neighborhood of shit.
I mean, they could turn it into the second Arlington Heights downtown center, because downtown Arlington Heights is decent. It's got like a little bit of a couple blocks of walking and whatnot. When I go get my car fixed, I walk around there, go to the library, grab a lunch, walk around it a little bit. But they could do something like that. They're probably going to do something like that. I don't know. It's
Did we
I don't think they're gonna
a
build
little
another
emotional when
racetrack.
I talk about it, because
Yeah.
Arlington
Yeah,
Park.
Sure.
If it wasn't for Arlington Park, I wouldn't be here with you guys right now. That's
Right,
what
I
got me
understand
turned
that.
on to
Mm.
horse racing.
Yeah, I get that
I-
too, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we have some footage of the whole handling of the Arlington Park issue.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Live
Yeah,
footage.
there it is.
Pretty much.
That's it.
Actual
It
footage.
describes it perfectly. Yep.
By the way, shout out to Vinny Watson. El Hombre's out on parole, baby. I love to see that. That is exactly the truth.
All right.
baby.
When El Hombre said he was dealing with some things, we didn't want to get out there
Yeah.
that he was in
You guys
prison.
found out. They
The
found
lawyer
out.
said we
Right.
couldn't talk about that yet. So,
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm going to step away for a second.
I thought
I
you
got
guys
some
were going
mixed
to be
rolls
better
in
about
the
the
toast.
Privacy Act here.
Yeah,
but
man.
Apparently, Vinny Watson found out the truth. That's
Absolutely.
hilarious.
All right. So what we do when we lost the first race, but what do we do when we turn the page?
That's right, baby.
Move it
So
on.
the fifth race is 7.5 on the inner turf, claiming 15,000. For 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races, 3-year-olds, we got a full field of 9 coming here. And let us know out there who you guys like here about Woodbine tonight. And Ombre will give you this one, race 2.
Gonna be mine. All right. I'll
Yeah.
take it.
Okay.
I did a
So,
little
Tim,
research.
let's start with you, my friend. Who did you like here in race 2?
Yeah, you know, when I handicapped
Race
this race,
5.
I thought that I might get a little bit of a price for my top pick because the morning line had this horse at 4-1, but he's now currently sitting as your favorite at 2-1. That's the 3 Geneva in here for Kelly Callahan, and basically this is a horse won last 2 races out, so. Here we are, 9 winners of 3, and this is not something I typically like to do because you've got some of these horses that have been in that category for a while. This horse, though, on the other side, won the maiden race, came straight back and won a $14,000 claimer. Now is kind of staying around the same level, but really doing pretty well at this distance. Has won 2 out of the 3 times. Has 2 wins in 2 seconds in 5 races at Woodbine. So I absolutely love the 3 Geneva in here. I think it's definitely the horse that it's probably going to go off as your favorite.
Dog's barking, dude.
Get that dog under control.
Yeah, my dog is going nuts because a trick-or-treater just rang my doorbell.
Okay.
So my second horse in here is the 9, and my third is the 7. I'll talk about him afterwards. I'm going to take care of my
Go give the
dog.
kid a Snickers and shut him up. All right,
That's
what
so
we got?
funny.
What we got next? Keith, what do you have on this one? Race 5.
All right. So yeah, race 5. You know, for me, I did look at Tim's 3 there. I actually have that horse third, so I'm trying to beat this horse. It's hard to win these races, right? 3 times in a row, and it's the same condition. Yeah, 7.5 furlongs. So I was trying to beat the 3. I know the 3's in great form, but let's see who I have here. Now, I do have a couple prices for you in this race. I'm actually on the number 7. It's going to be my top pick, the horse that you see there on the screen. Let me see how this horse looks while we're talking about him. Pretty good. Little washy for some reason, but all right. So the 7, the 7's been the favorite. Listen, has burned a lot of money in the past, but that last race is kind of a throwout for me. I mean, that was something that was tougher field there, and for me going a shorter distance. Now you get the extra furlong for the 7. Currently 6-1. I expect this price to go down. Horse looks pretty good there, so that's Quiet Intent. It's going to be my top pick. Now I do have a price for my second pick here. It's going to be the number 5, who's taking some money here. 20-1 morning line down to 13-1. Just been in the money. Actually, the last race kind of improved, I thought, big time. Now listen, I know it was 4 out of 5 horses, but the figures went up. And then I just think, it's kind of a long shot. I get it. But, this horse, if you look at some of these past races, has really been in some high-class races. And I think the bettor saw that too. So that's why this horse is taking a little money, 13-1. And my third pick is going to be Tim's 3. As he just mentioned, horse is in great form. Tim, I know you're just coming back now. I just thought that, it's hard to win 3 races in a row, right? I mean, I know that this horse is in good form, lightly raced, and been in the top 3 half of the races. But, for me, I was just trying to create some value. So I'm going to go with those 3. I got a 7-5-3 here.
All right.
Formula?
Yes. I'm going to give you some numbers that are not number 3. So I don't have a high score on the 3. I see it, right? Recency bias. I think the 3 has looked better. So I'll throw that out there. And the last couple races have been 7.5 furlongs, which is the distance of this race. But the 3 is a closer. Definitely the best closer in this race. So he's going to have to overcome any sort of distance issues. It's 7.5 furlongs. It's not where I usually use a closer like this, but if you guys are building a case around him, I can see him. The horses I do like, number 1 for me is the 7, Opened at 5-2, currently at 6-1. I think you get a huge value there from the 7. I think he's got the best. So he's going to sit pretty close to the pace. I like his recent workouts. Got good speed figures, especially at the distance at the park. My number 2 horse here is the 4. You're getting 7-2 on him now, opened at 3-1. In terms of jockey trainer combo, along with Sire, he grades out as my best by far, by the way. If we look down below, Honor Code is the Sire, Mark Cassie, Hernandez is the jockey. So you got to use the 4 wherever you go at 3-1. Not too bad. And also, this is a horse that is used to running in better classes. I have him as my classiest horse. My next horse, I'm going to go with my second classiest horse, which is the 6. Second in jockey trainer Sire combo. I do like him at the distance as well. Attard is the trainer. Yeah, so I'm going to go in the order 7, 4, 6. If I have to throw in a 4th horse, it will be the 9. The 9 horse, I think, gets the best race value in terms of having the best win. 2 wins in 10 races, 6 in the money finishes, like where he sits off the pace, and you're getting 11-1 value on that horse right now. I'm actually looking away from the 3, but that's just me. I understand if you got to use them.
Timothy.
Yeah. So just to add on to what I was saying before my dog tried to kill the trick-or-treaters. The 3, I get everything everybody's saying, and it is a tough thing to do, but this is not a stellar group here. And that was the thing. And it's like, this is a second race in a row also, to where it's like, who wants the lead here? There are a couple of horses that have flashed a little bit, but honestly, if you're looking around, there's not much. And the 3 has shown some ability to go out if you look at some of the early races. And the thing I couldn't get over is with the 3 is that there are a lot of races there in the middle to where they tried synthetic in the middle for whatever reason. The horse hated the synthetic, but all of the races on the turf have been right there to where this horse has basically been in the exact 4 out of 5 times. So I thought we'd get a better price. I did not think this horse was going to be the favorite at all. I do like the 7. I see the 7 as a little bit more of an underneath play. This is one that it looks like I'm not sure they know what this horse is yet. Dropping down here, but the horse has kind of been all over the place conditionally, distance, surface, inner track, outer track. It's like, I don't know. It seems to me like they're going blinkers off in addition to everything else. They just keep trying to find a place where this horse can win. And I'm not sure this is it either. Interestingly, you've got a horse who your meets leading rider's been riding, and now they throw the apprentice on. So obviously they're just searching for things here for the 7. So that's why I thought it more of an underneath play. The one that I want to talk about though is the 9 on the outside. I really like the 9, and we're getting a good value price at 13. The 9's actually the one I had between the 3 and the 7. I love the 9 here. I think it's good value. Moreno getting up. This is another one that's dropping down. And the difference in this one and the 7 for me is that, like this one, you look at that race a couple back and it was at more at this level, and the horse won. Then they took him and they stepped him up in class, and that was a way different field. And this horse was a little bit over his head a little bit. So I just think that this is a good spot for this horse. He's well positioned, and look at him. He's the only one that shows any speed. I think he goes out and steals a part of this. Now, whether or not he can hold because of the wind, that's why I put him second. But 3, 9, and 7 for me. I like the 9 a lot as an underneath play in here at 9-1, and just dropped like four points from like 13 to 9 as I was talking.
They're listening, Tim. Yeah,
I see the speed differently in this race. I think there's a lot of them that sit close to the speed. And especially if you look at the 7 and the 9, I think they could be your pace setters, maybe a little bit the 5, but I think 7 and 9 are going to jump out and try to set the pace here.
Sean Patrick Nolan.
Yeah, I love this 3, Geneva. Kelly Callahan's wearing a really, really sharp coat tonight, which means she's expecting to win one of these races. And what do you call it? This horse, what people have to remember at the end of the year, okay? They love to bet the drop down horses. You go for form in late October, November, December versus sometimes they're claiming they can. You want the horses that are in good form, and that's the way Woodbine works. The 3 is in fabulous form. Slade Kelly, I think this horse is definitely the horse to beat. I think the 7 is taking the blinkers off for Tino, and if you look at every race that this horse ran without blinkers, it has showed a lot more speed. So I think the 7 is going to be definitely out there. 3rd was I did the 6, Zippy Gizmo, Kevin Attard, Abley, and the 4 stay on our good side. Knowing DJ Stables, they have so many horses in that Casse barn. This horse does not belong on the turf. They're just simply trying to run this horse and hope that someone says, "Oh, it's a Mark Casse horse I can get for 15,000." And I just don't see him form wise in this race. I know he faced better on it, but he just never come close on the turf. So, but he does put Raffy up, but I just can't trust him. So I was 3, 7, 6, and I'll put the 4 in 4th.
Hey, Hombre, one more data point for you really quickly as you start to look. If you look right now, the 3 and the 7 are ding-donging for favoritism. Right now it's a 7 at 3-1. The 3 is 7-2. Here's your exacta probables. The 3 over the 7, despite it's the other way on the wins odds, is $27 for 2. The 7-3 is almost $40 for 2. So exactas are paying well even with your top 2 favorites right now.
I'm swinging for a try key box, and I'm thinking that one of these prices, especially that 9. I agree with you guys. The 9 is
cool,
looking like a dangerous
in, right?
one. I just posted the pick, so here we go. 40 cents.
My thing here.
I like it.
That is a 40
Taking
cent
it all
try key
in.
box. 7 with the 3, 4, 6, 9. Hoping to get a price on top here, but I think if we get to this, it's going to pay big, even if it comes in the chalkiest order possible. Shout out to the 50 or so plus people on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on Twitter. You love to see it. IronBetsRacing.com. We're doing this Breeders' Cup weekend. It's great to be back. Uncle Sully's in the house talking trash already about Cocaine Bear. We'll get into that in a minute.
Be either Geneva,
loading them up, boys.
Quiet Intent, or possibly even Stay on a Good Side.
Now owned by Wesley Ward, Cocaine Bear.
Gizmo, they're moving in with Prince of Ayrshire.
Baby.
Green Amazon has the rail, gate 3. Geneva. Stay on a Good Side to gate 4.
Updated the banner.
On Gino is coming up.
Cool, 40-cent base. I like it.
Bruno Shigadan's looking for a
got
double
it, baby.
tonight.
We're going, and we're going to win this one.
The barn
Got a
of
good
Norman
feeling
back
about
on
this
Gino
one.
into
Let's
gate
get us
5.
a
good one.
Zippy
Price
Gizmo for
and,
Fraser
we'll go
Abley
from there.
walks to the line. Quiet Intent
The 7 became the favorite.
stepping
When
forward.
did that happen?
We'll take that. We'd
Yeah,
like
that's
3
tough,
more.
man. That was I guess it was a morning line favorite, though, right?
Right. But all of a sudden,
Almost
shot
ready for a
down.
start here with
Yeah, and
Victory
it's a
and Moment of
significant. Now
Peace
it's
to the
2-1
outside
versus
follow.
7-2 and
Victory.
4-1. So.
Wow.
Number
Alex
8,
in the house.
Sorry.
But I like
Moment
the
of
3 even
Peace,
more at 7-2.
outside gate.
Good luck,
Stand by
Rick.
for a start.
By the way,
Field is
T
now
out here
all
putting
in.
some big numbers in the chat,
know.
bro. Good luck.
Yeah.
500 to win
Let's
on
play
a
back
6.
to
Are
a
you
terrific
serious?
start.
Good luck.
That's
at
key.
And
Bankroll.
towards
Oh,
the
good
early
luck.
lead coming up on the
Crazy,
outside.
bro.
Quiet Intent just
Crazy
in
move.
front. Deep on the track. Moment of Peace, and in the centre between those two, Valley Victory. They're the
Goes
top
that 9.
trio. And over on the inside, pushing
Goes
forward
9.
as they go into the turn. Green
I thought he
Amazon
might
is
go
there
to
with
pace,
Prince
7
of
and 9.
Ayrshire, and
7 and
they've
9.
got away
there.
about a
7 and 9.
2-length gap to the
There
opposition.
you are.
And
But the
further
9
afield
is
in the
good.
early stages,
Field it.
Geneva would
Just
be
like
about
that, babe.
4th last. But the
That
pace has been
7
certainly
to
quite
1 odds
decent.
on
Back
that
to
9
third
horse.
last
We all
position
kind of
over
agree
on
that
the
that was
inside. Now second
probably
last
the
stay
best
on a good
price
side,
horse,
passed
right?
by Bongino, and Zippy Gizmo's the trailer. This leader by
Run
a
away,
length,
9.
it's still out in front, but off the inside to the rail. Moment of Peace. In second
We're gonna
placing,
need
Valley
that-
Victory.
That
And a
8
length
horse
right
to probably
behind
go
them,
away,
Green
but
Amazon shading Quiet Intent, and 2.5 away is now
be all right
on the
here, I think.
inside. Prince of Ayrshire and Bongino is in behind runners. Geneva's mid-pack, second last and making ground, stay on a good side, and now Zippy Gizmo
9-7
flying up
would
the
work,
rail
right?
from last. As they race
No,
off the
9-7.
turn, the pressure coming to Moment of Peace from Valley Victory, and 3 wide goes Green Amazon, and
3.
on the inside, Quiet Intent, trying to catch the
4 is
pack,
way
Prince of
back.
Ayrshire,
Here comes that
Geneva,
3
then
with
Zippy
the
Gizmo,
move.
Bongino, and
Three's
stay on
gonna
a good
come.
side to last.
He's starting
3
to move.
abreast turning for home, and
Here we
coming
go.
is on the outside, Green
Whoa.
Amazon,
Come on,
Moment of
9.
Peace
Do
in
the
front.
thing.
On the outside,
Come on, 9.
coming quickly, a Valley Victory,
I
Green
got 9.
Amazon,
7.
No excuses for the 7. Oh, he's getting blocked.
The 2.
Get through. Get
Who's
through.
alive?
The two's gonna go, babe.
Oh, man, look at this.
There's a 7. The 7 got to move
out in front.
with the
Prince
2.
of Ish holding and goes on to win
Let's see
it.
if this
Prince
8
of
gets
Ish by
3.
Link
One of the
corner.
deuce.
Oh, no.
Placing is quite intent and
7,
third
6.
Gizmo,
6.
followed by Valley Victory.
2,
The race
7,
is up
2.
in 1:32.18.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't have that one no matter how many times we go through that field.
Yeah, the 2 actually got bet down late, 6-1.
Opened
Yeah,
at 12.
It's like this horse has been off since June. The works
Right.
are crap. The trainer is 0 for 5 and this kind of layoff, and 0 for 5 on the first claim.
Yeah.
0 for look at all the stats, and it's like they're 0 for everything, and they win.
Somebody do
Not
something.
bad.
Exactly. It doesn't make any sense. You're right.
The
No,
winner
they
is
do.
No, the last workout was a
quite
48-second
intent.
4 furlong. That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Victory 2:768.
By the way,
I
big
see a
shout out to the we're up to
mile
over
48.
50 in here now.
Orders
Not
1,
to
12
mention the
and 3.
Twitter feed.
7/8,
And a lot of new faces, at least to me, in the chat. So thanks for joining. Please subscribe, like the channel, all that good stuff. We have
Yes.
full Breeders' Cup coverage this weekend, and we're going to make some money. We're going to make some money tonight. Sean Patrick Nolan has guaranteed it, and he also said that if we somehow lose tonight, which is unlikely,
Yes.
Dennis Trusty will refund your account in full plus 20% rebates
Yeah.
Yes.
all the way
Sean
through the
said that.
weekend,
Yeah.
John
all the way
guaranteed
through.
that.
Unbelievable.
including Breeders' Cup weekend.
Yes. Yep. His
That's
oil
right.
oil farms doing up 40% profits. So he is more than good to go.
Oh yeah, you love it. What a guy. What a guy.
276. Wow.
Congrats to those who had the 2.
Ooh.
I was
I had
looking.
three
Did anybody have that juice on top?
Right, because that's a good handicap, and somehow you got it. Unbelievable.
I had the 2 in
had
the
'em?
middle.
Yeah.
If you go 5 deep, I probably pull the 2, but that's
Right.
Exactly. I had it like 6th.
Yeah, exactly. Middle of the field. Yep.
Uncle Sully bringing up old news about we're still talking about Nickelback though. I mean, this is
it is Halloween.
Years
That's
old,
pretty
bro.
scary.
the scariest. Alex, good to see you, brother. We're
Hey,
here.
Alex.
Shout out. If you're around this weekend and you want to hop on with the boys here, feel free. We'll send you a link. Alex, one of the good guys out there.
Just know that the room is getting crowded. So we were discussing that earlier.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're not going to have more than I think any more than about 4, 5 max it starts getting tough because you just start talking over each other.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
It was fun. I will tell you though, and Sean and Tim, I think you guys were there. Keith might have been too. At about midnight last year at the Breeders' Cup on Friday night, there was about 10 of us in that chat or in the
that was
live
crazy.
stream.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Oh, I was watching in bed because I had to get ready for my 3 a.m. shift. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I was literally at my phone in bed.
I was well into a 12 pack, so I was having a great time.
Yeah, I was 3 to 7 shift. I was hurting for some reason.
Double for Bruno
That
Shikadan.
was tough.
Marilyn Johnston winning trainer.
For some reason, we didn't repeat the 24 hours of Breeders' Cup this year.
You know what it was, El Hombre? It was like, I think we were having a little tough time filling that, the graveyard shift there. So I took one for the team a little bit.
Well, also,
I
I
was
had a
hurt.
funeral.
That wasn't what happened.
Yeah.
I'll bite my tongue and just move on. This weekend will be a better weekend.
Right, yeah.
you have to bite your tongue, dude.
We tried to keep the stream going, but I think we shut it down at like
there
7.
was a technical difficulty. There was a decision made that everybody should get off. I was ready to stay. I only had like an hour. We only had a little over an hour before the next shift was coming on.
Right.
Yeah.
8 a.m.
A decision was made by me, and it involved Prince.
No, it wasn't you. It wasn't you.
Oh, it was after me. It was after the Prince incident.
Yes, it was. It was after you finally fell off the broadcast.
Okay. Yeah.
You were on a long time,
Literally
El Hombre.
fell off. I literally fell off the broadcast.
I think you were like 7 hours, but you felt it.
Way more. Than that.
1480. That's for the $2, 7 to place, and
We started Friday at like 4 or whatever. What time? No, when does the Friday card Breeders' Cup event start?
I think it's like late this year.
5:45 is the
Yeah.
first Breeders'
5:45.
Cup race.
It was
5:40.
earlier
Yeah.
last year, wasn't it?
Well,
Friday night.
it was,
The Friday, the first juvenile race.
yeah,
I
yeah.
I don't think the first Breeders' Cup was much different. I just think that I think we went on air during some of the regular races.
Maybe.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
okay.
it seemed like it was like 4 p.m. when we went on, and then I stayed on until like 3 a.m. and I was good and drunk, and
No.
yeah, I know. Hard.
That
Shatters
was
To
my
fun.
image.
imagine.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, boys. So we've dug ourselves a little hole of $24 down. No problemo.
No problemo. We go right to this next race.
I'll be right back, folks.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure thing.
Spins pick of the night here.
Oh, okay. So is it your race then, Sean? Hopefully.
Yeah, and that.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah, and then yeah, I'll take this one.
Oh, good. I actually, if you're gonna give me the 7th, I'm a little chalky in that one, but I like a couple of horses there.
Look who we have in the chat and who's going to join us in a little bit towards
Oh,
the
good.
end. The lovely Carson Blevins, who has been on many of these shows as well with us throughout the 100 episodes. Great to have her in the chat with us. She'll be
Absolutely.
on with us in a little bit. Which is exciting.
And she's responsible for a lot of the home run hits,
Yes,
especially in
she has
Oh,
had-
yeah.
spring
she
and
has had
summer, right? We were
the
talking about
biggest
those
hit.
earlier.
Exactly. She has had the biggest hit in the cocktail lounge. She is the record holder.
Oh, really? The record holder? Yeah, I know she had
Yes.
a huge one. So
She is
Wow.
the record holder still to this day. Unbelievable. We're
yeah.
doing great, Carson. Great to have you join us, and we
Cool.
look forward to seeing you on here in a few.
That too. That too.
I'm having Tim. Can you send her?
Yeah,
Invite-
I just sent it.
Oh, good.
Okay,
Thank
cool.
you. Yeah, good. Yeah, but this race I have. This is one of Spin's price plays.
Interesting, Sean, because I have it as a price play.
Ooh, okay.
Interesting because I
Price
have it as a price
play.
I better have it as a price play. Exactly.
Right?
You just said you had it as chalk, so
Oh, that was the 7th. I think we're on the we're on the
We're on the
6th.
sixth.
Oh, God. Yeah, the
You're on the
7th is
sixth,
chalky
yeah.
for me. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
yeah, the 6 is looking pretty good for me if it turns out the way I'm hoping it does.
Oh, I got a price in this one too. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay. Formula. Who do you like here in race 6, my good man?
My top pick tonight on the 6 is the 3 horse. 3 horse currently sitting at 8.
By the way,
to 1, I think.
new mic tonight for the formula tonight.
New mic
Very
for the
impressive.
formula.
Yeah.
It
exactly.
sounds
Yep.
You like
good.
the way it
Sounds clear.
sounds? Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Very
Sounds
good.
clear.
Yes. Clear as
I'm
day.
glad to
Yep.
hear that.
I mean, I like the headset too because that had kind of like a little bit more of like a radio sound to it. But this is
Okay.
good though. I like it.
Good. Thank you, Keith. Glad to hear it. So
Nice.
this is the horse, the 3, that I think is going to set the pace here at 8 to 1. I've got him as having a pace advantage here. The thing that scares me though is it does go 8.5 furlongs. So, you really got to have a horse that's going to gut it out towards the end. And I do think that this is a horse that, as I've seen in the past, or as I've been able to pull from the numbers, looks like he's got a little something down the stretch. So I feel like maybe he can sustain that pace. He's running 1 8.5 furlong race before his previous race. So I'm hoping he's all stretched out for this one here. The 3 horse, who I think is going to be the pace setter, North Warden. I'm going to the 2 horse next. Was 5 to 2, currently 5 to 1. So you're getting a better value on this horse. I have him as having the best jockey trainer sire combination here. We get Drexler, Hernandez, and what is this? Looking at Lucky is the sire here. 2 wins in 10 races, 7 times in the money, which is going to be good if we're starting to go. If we're starting to do verticals with this. And also I like the times that this horse has raced. As I compare the times, this horse had the highest marking for that. Got a little bit of a close in him as well. Not a whole lot of closers in this race, which shocked me, but this is the best of the closers from what I found. And then I'm going to the one horse, so 3-2-1. Second best in terms of jockey trainer sire combination here. Not a whole lot of closeout, but he also sits close to the pace. I like the numbers that he has in terms of the distance as well, in terms of speed figures. If I give you a fourth horse here, it'll be the 6, who's currently 6-5. But that would be my my fourth horse here. Good speed figures, especially for the distance. Sits further off the pace. I don't see the close numbers. Does have good class numbers here, so a bit more of a class drops than some of the other horses in a 61K race. So there you got 3, 2, 1, 6 in that order.
Love it. Keith, who do you have here, my friend?
Yeah, thank you, Sean. For me, I kind of went a little back and forth on this race. I know the 6 is dropping, from the clouds. It looks like here. Yeah, it looks like, these races are, big time in September. The problem with the 6 is that he just was in such bad form. Just seventh, just out of the money a lot. So for me, I just, I see this horse as a player, but more of an underneath for me. I actually have the 6 second. So, for me, my top pick is actually going to be the 2. So I'm going with the 2 here. I think, second time at Woodbine. I like those races back, at Monmouth. Those races, at the Naira circuit too. I mean, I know, sometimes, obviously it's a different track, but that's a different class level there at Naira. And I think, the trainer's hot. So, right, Drexler is hot right now. You got one of the top jockeys, good inside draw. I think second time at Woodbine. Now, this horse came with a fury at the end, just missed against a good horse, Legal Catch. So I like the 2, a good amount here. You're currently getting 5-1. So the 6 is going to be, as I just touched on, is going to be my second pick there. Just the class drop. I think this horse makes sense, but, for me, not on top. So more of an underneath kind of second, third pick there. And then I have the 3, your 3 that you mentioned there with the pace advantage. I think that Justin Stein's just named. It looks like just today named on this. We've seen the McKnight barn kind of wake up a little bit in the last month. So, looking for 3 wins in a row. And you're getting the horse that loves Woodbine. So, for me, this horse is going to factor. So I think it's going to be 2-6-3 for me here.
I like it. And Tim?
Yeah. So I've got an opinion here about a couple of the horses, but I'll just start with the number 3 horse. This is the horse I had on top. So I wasn't surprised when the formula said he liked the 3. I love the 3 in this position.
Sweet.
This is the least race horse in the field and fits these conditions really well, has raced really well. This is another one who, similar to the last race, but better horse that has in the last 2 races came out of maiden, then won first time out at a maiden claiming, was claimed out of that race and is running right back here. But unlike the last one, these works are off the charts. Look at that 19 October work, 46-3, best of 75 today. That's a bullet of bullets right there.
Blazing.
Speed is holding. If you will go back and watch race 1 tonight, was basically this distance, and speed is holding with the wind on this track. I do not like a closer at all. So both the 2 and the 6 for me are a toss. I'm tossing the 2. I'm tossing the 6. I don't like either one of them for as far back as they think they're going to be. And here's the thing about the 2. The 2 has been running mostly turf, has 3 synthetic races. They're at Gulfstream. Don't let those numbers fool you because it's a different kind of surface. Sean and I talk about it all the time. Horses that do great at Gulfstream don't necessarily do well here. So I don't think those synthetic numbers translate. My second horse in here is the number 4 horse. This is another horse who I think could go out for the lead. If you look, the last time this horse ran at the distance, finished a nice second here at Woodbine. That was a mile and a 16th and an optional claimer 40,000. Was the lead most of the way around and just got beat by less than a length right at the end. And I think that could be a similar situation that we see play out here. And I'm going to throw in a price. I'm going to throw in a price horse for my third place. I'm going to take Campos here, getting on the 5 horse, Myra's Boy. This one right now is sitting at 6-1. I'm surprised this horse has dropped because I thought I was really getting this morning line 10-1. I love the 5 in here. I think this is another one that's going to be just off the pace, which on this track is how the track is playing a little more. It's another one with a decent work since the last race. And I just think that the figures put this horse right in the thick of things here at this level. Again, 2 and 6. I get what people see, but to me, the way that I saw the race, I'm saying that both of those are going to finish out, and I'm going to go give you 3, 4, and 5.
So one thing I'll say about the 5, I definitely see why you're picking that horse, because of all the races, of all the wins, I have the 5 as being tops of having the best win, right? And so that's a stat I know you like to follow. The 4, I can definitely see a path to the 4. Yeah, sitting close to the pace, getting closer to the pace as well. You talked about having a price on the 5. You get a better price in the 4. Opened at 3-1, currently at 13-1. How did that happen?
Yeah, I just looked up at the board because when I was talking, I was going off of my form and I wasn't looking at the current odds. To me, this is a huge overlay. Huge overlay. And look, people talk, and I say this all the time. People talk about things like, oh, code on the board. I don't give a damn. If I like the horse and I'm getting a better price than what I thought I was going to get, it's like, bring it on.
Yeah, that's how prices
that was
happen.
one of my New Year's resolutions. Don't let the tote board dictate your opinion. Exactly.
No,
Totally,
exactly.
totally.
Right.
Good
because
point.
that's just other people like you and me.
Trust your handicapping.
Right.
Yeah, it's better, exactly. You don't want to change your opinion at the end, and then you did all this work and you want to be rewarded.
Yeah. Take advantage of it. If you trust your handicapping and it's solid, then you might get rewarded at the end. And
that's a great feeling,
you don't wanna,
right? When you're right about a race. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I always say, bet with conviction, bet your own. You're going to lose some, but as long as you do that and don't go wishy-washy, I think you'll do better if you just bet with conviction and stay within yourself.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah.
And so, Sean, this one's on you, correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
we
got
made our
plenty of
cases.
time, so no
yeah,
rush.
exactly.
Yeah.
They made their cases.
Sean, who did you like while they're headed out to the track? What did you think?
Okay, here we go.
Okay, interesting. Nobody has my horse on top, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
No, I love the 1.
I knew it. 1.
Okay.
Roger.
Sean's kind of horse. I knew it.
Yeah.
I looked at this horse.
This was the Ernie Perry Clockers report for today. Working very well. By the way, when you talk about Roger, to our great friend Emma Jane Wilson, who is recovering from a fractured pelvis and things, we send our love, our thoughts, our prayers. One of my favorite people in racing, and she is greatly missed. So Emma, from all of us up here, we wish you the very best of
absolutely. And Sean, they're on the screen. I don't mean to interrupt you. There on the screen is your Clocker report for the 1.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep, exactly. And this horse has faced much better. And when Roger takes this drop, now when Roger drops them, as I've said on the program before, down to the bottom, that's when you get worried. You know what I'm saying? That's when he just says that this horse just doesn't have anything. When he brings them down to this level, which is not the bottom, that means he's trying to get the horse a win. And I really like the fact that this horse, especially in the winter, if you look at its past, has run very well in the winter months. And I think this horse is the horse to beat versus this group. A lot of people like the 6. A lot of people like the 4 too. Exactly.
Sean,
the 6, I think, is going to be very.
It doesn't concern you. I see the works, but it doesn't concern you that this horse hasn't run on synthetic since November of last year, almost a year.
No, because Roger, if anyone's able to do it, you know what I'm saying? It's Roger and Keve, and Keve knows. Keve's already won 1 on the program, and when Keve wins, he usually wins in bunches. You know, I like the form that even made my pick even, you know. So
Got it.
yeah, exactly. So I think when I was looking at this field, I love the one, and then I literally, when I was handicapping, had 5 horses underneath. You know what I'm saying? Like if and any of them could come in any order. You know what I'm saying? You know, what are we at right now? We're our bank
7
rolls
minutes.
at what?
Oh, the bankroll,
No,
I
the
think it's
bankrolls at
70 something.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's updated now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about
Yeah,
to
I
come up
updated it.
right here. So right now,
73.
73 with 7
Okay.
minutes left, Sean.
So okay, hit that button. I'm ready. I'm ready. Bring us back here. I'm going to bring us back here. I'm just doing simply 5 across in the 1.
Okay.
9 to
Clockers
2.
report. Like it.
Yeah, I think this horse is going to be very live tonight. Keve is going to take the rail. The rail right now at Woodbine is absolutely live as heck. And I think he will keep this horse on the rail, and he'll come up the rail kind of towards the middle. And that's the way races are being won right now.
All right.
He'll probably make his move, hopefully around the far turn.
Get a big piece of this. Exactly.
Yep.
Currently at 4-1, at least last I saw. So yeah, we're gonna be getting a good price here.
Yeah, because we're trying to get our bankroll back up to where we can, you know.
Yeah,
Where
get
we
it
can-
positive, you know,
Yeah.
at least, you know, it's early in the night though. I mean, I know they had a shorter race card, it looked like tonight though, right? Only 8 races.
Yeah, 8 races. That's
usually
usually
what it is.
the number on Thursdays. Sometimes
okay.
they have 9 if there's like an extra stakes race or whatever. But
Right.
you know. Yeah, and we got Ombre back.
All right, I'm just gonna
Don't
jump
look
out.
for more,
real
baby.
quick. I'll
I'm
be right
following
back.
the lead, Sean. Following the lead.
Yeah.
Trust in
He
the
looks
process.
very good on the track, that's for sure.
All right, what are you guys drinking tonight? I've got myself a Goose Island Bourbon County Stout,
Ooh.
backyard stout.
Yes, backyard.
Got
I've got one of those in the basement.
Nice. I
Got
found a
quite
bunch of them for cheap around here.
I'm drinking a
Brooklyn?
little bit of Brooklyn Brewery Blackout Stout.
Oh yeah, very nice. Going dark tonight.
I got my usual front fruit punch sparkling ice tonight.
Love it.
And thank you to everybody for joining us tonight.
Hombre, what you drinking over there?
It's a basic Yingling, folks. Basic Yingling down here. You know how we do it.
Sounds like a horse that scratched out of the BC turf, right?
Sure.
You know what Umbre's drinking.
Lang Lang.
Shout out to all the bourbon snobs.
Yes, baby. It's a classic.
It's the 100th episode. Might as well.
Maybe just let that thing play all the way out. No, there's 4 minutes to post. It's too close.
We don't have 12 minutes.
I'm
We
proud of
got
that
four,
one. I
we
still
got 4
stand by
minutes.
it.
So we got 4 minutes. So I really think there is time. It's only 58 seconds.
Shout out to all the bourbon snobs in the world, okay? These are the guys who masquerade as people trying to they try to class up the joint wherever they're at. Maybe it's a horse race, maybe it's a bar, restaurant, wherever they're at.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, the shit all tastes like kerosene. I mean, it's terrible. It tastes like jet fuel. You choke it down and oh, wow, that's so smooth. No, it isn't smooth. Nobody likes it. It tastes like fucking trash, all right? And by the way, it's
Yeah,
everybody.
keep going.
Oh, I'm gonna drag it out. So you drink the stuff as to justify that you're an alcoholic, okay? But you're gonna justify this tasting and like this level of class element that makes it okay for you to drink it. Just fucking drink it, dude.
I stand
Classic.
by it.
There
I
go
stand
our
by it to
bourbon
this
sponsor.
day. I stand by it to this day. I'm right. I'll always be right, and you guys are trash.
With 3 minutes to
Agree.
with 3 minutes to post,
Yep.
I'm going to throw this up here. So we do have a sponsor that I want to talk about. IronBetsRacing.com.
Oh.
We have launching soon on here. They just launched this week. and they're giving random $25, $50, $100, and $500 bonus bankrolls to people who sign up. And that's on top of their 50% deposit bonus up to $300. And by that, I mean, you put in 600, you get 300 back. Great way to build up your bankroll. 400 tracks around the globe. We did have some discussions with them today. Colin confirmed that they are going to be having BC races, so that's good. And if you sign up, by all means, use the promo code TRUST to get an additional $20 on your first $100 you deposit. That's going to build up your bankroll even more. It's going to let them know you heard about them through Trust the Profits, us. And also do check which states you can bet with them. I know there's a few of us who are unfortunately unable to use Iron Bets Racing, even though we're eager to. They're going to be updating with more states as they go along. A bunch of us here are very eager to jump on top of this. So do check that out. Let them know Trust the Profits sent you. And we are looking forward to a great relationship with them going forward. IronBetsRacing.com. All right.
100%. Yes.
I'm going to put.
By the way, why do we still have state by state rules on this? It's so stupid.
It's stupid.
It's,
yes.
It's crazy.
I totally agree.
Like, I mean,
Can't be across the board for some reason. Yep.
Yeah. You either do it or you don't. I mean, the laws going state by state on stuff like that is crazy to me.
And
I mean, like Detroit, when I was growing up in Michigan, you couldn't do any gambling really. I mean, like, very little. Like there was a Indian reservation casinos at Central Michigan University, for example. They had an Indian reservation casino.
Soaring Eagle.
Soaring Eagle, baby.
I remember the
Had
Soaring Eagle.
many of hours there, but yeah, wow! Look at that wind, by the way.
Yeah,
those horses are
Two-way
blowing
crossing.
away.
Wind is whipping.
That's crazy.
Wow, look at that. Yeah.
Has been
Yeah.
open.
30 to
Right,
40
it's
mile
behind
per hour
the coming.
winds.
Well,
The
maybe you're onto
flowing
something there,
mane.
Sean. You want to be
Towards
close
the-
to the rail or something. Wow, interesting.
Up with two-way
Yep.
crossing.
The outside is not where you want to be. So if you're a
Very
horse
interesting.
like the swing wide, that when that wind hits them is not the
Line
ideal
hold on,
place
it
to
goes
be.
into the line.
I'm interested to see how this 6 is going to
Good for
run,
the
right?
front.
You always
And
see
out at
these
the back,
horses
just
take
for
this
luck,
huge
comes
drop.
forward.
We'll see what happens.
Uncle
Sean,
Sully
I
taking a
think
shot
Third
in my
tonight,
drink
he
here.
has
What is
North
that?
My
Something
major
right.
concern about the 6 was with Canuck Racing and
Winner
David
Ash,
Anderson and
ticket
those
number
guys. The
4.
horse wins and then they drop them. You know,
Next to last
Yeah.
is
you haven't got a
Myra's
lot of
Boy.
horses in that barn.
Up the track.
I don't like these horses that don't show form even
favorite
at that
cool
level
kiss.
at all. Yeah.
We're following our lead. Spin
And Sewing
Nation,
Machine,
bring in
ticket
the
number
one
7.
horse.
Let's go. Now I'm rooting for the
Board, let's
one.
do it,
Outside
baby.
gate
One
to
time
Bowman's
for six
Run.
at home. We need a winner.
Yeah.
Bankrolls down
6
a
to
little
1.
bit.
Moves up.
You know, 6 to 1. You love that. 70 people in the YouTube, plus all the others joining from
Gone
other
in and they all in.
platforms. Thanks for joining. We're up to 75. The numbers keep on moving.
On their
There
way
we
to
go.
a good start.
Ooh,
Two-way crossing
ooh,
just
bad
one
break.
length behind them. Going out
Yeah,
in front
bad
is
break.
Stay on that
North
rail,
Warden.
Kevin.
A rush for the lead. Bowman's Run is there with Penarash.
two
driving
shot
up
out.
instead of
Holy
Myra's
cow.
Boys in contention as well, just sitting off the trio now. And as they go into the turn, still no distinct leader.
Who do you
Right
like in this
behind
one,
is
folks?
Just
Put
for
in the
Seems like
Luck.
chat.
more
And
speed.
Yeah.
about a
Slap
half
your
behind
bets.
them is the favorite Cool Kiss. 2.5 to two-way crossing away from
Bush
the inside.
leading in
Last
here.
is Bad Sewing Machine
Welcome
and going
aboard.
to
Happy
lead is
Halloween, TP,
Penarash.
sir.
Penarash establishes a bit of a break, shows the way by a length and a
24.
quarter. Bowman's Run taking
there's your
closer
4.
order. Third on the inside is North Warden and a half away fourth off the inside just for luck. Around the outside, starting to move into it again is Myra's
The one's
Boy.
gonna
Cool
try
Kiss
to
is
get
next,
involved
and then
here.
comes
I don't know
two-way
if he
crossing
burned
and
himself
last,
out on
Bad
that
Sewing Machine. About 6 covers the
bad
field.
break out of the gate.
Racing
But
along
let's
at a
see if
nice
he's got
stride in
enough.
front.
Come on.
Penarash and second Bowman's Run. Myra's Boys moved into third and going to fourth just for luck. Taking off his two-way crossing and Cool
3
Kiss.
is dropping
Back to
anchor.
second last,
3's
then
done,
North
yeah.
Warden. Around the outside,
Wow.
Bad Sewing Machine is
Just
starting to
pulled him
wind
up.
up. Racing in front by a length and a half.
He's okay.
Penarash from
One
Bowman's Run.
still
Myra's Boy
seems to
called
be
up on the
involved.
Tell you that
outside.
2 needs room,
Got a
man.
two-way crossing
Dog,
pretty
come
well.
on with the
On
one.
the inside just for luck
Oh.
and right between runners. Cool
Let's
Kiss.
go 1. Yeah.
That Sewing
Oh,
Machine,
get that.
North Warden's well out of it as they
Come
come
on,
to
look
the
at
quarter.
that
move.
here,
Penarash from Bowman's
Sean,
Run.
you got
Myra's
something.
Boy,
One-
wide
my-
away
one's
quarter.
much the
Next
best
up
with
is
this
right
move here.
behind them,
He's
just
just
for
gonna
luck.
follow the
This is
move,
they
though.
came
Come
out.
on, you want.
2
Come
needs
about
room,
6
big
wide.
time.
And coming
time
home
with
well
the
to a
one.
crossing to
Yep,
join
one.
down the outside. Cool
Come on,
Kiss.
with the
Oh,
one.
here
As
we
well as
go.
they come up the
Got
inside.
room
on,
with the two
boy.
The
also.
racing room
Come on,
is also
one.
just for
Come on,
lust.
one.
Speed up for
But
second,
out wide,
man.
Cool Kiss
Come on,
seems to
one.
have them.
Ah,
And
man.
getting away
There
from
you
them with
go.
too much
Get a
class.
little
Cool
place
Kiss.
money, it looks
Cool
like,
Kiss
maybe.
racing
There
away
you
the wire.
go.
Wins by about 4 lengths.
Yep,
To
he
a
did.
crossing
Yep.
we
to
got
I
it.
think he
Justify
just got
and then
second,
Tenterash.
right?
Yep. All right.
It's,
That works.
it's a hit,
One,
Bob.
that's
It's
good.
close.
Up at
But I
That's a
think,
positive.
I think he held on.
I think we got the
I
Bob.
think you got second there.
It's hard to tell. Yeah.
We're jumping up. 90
No
people
excuses
on board
for
with
the
us
two.
tonight, baby.
No.
90 people now.
You know what?
That's
It was a
just
great
90.
ride by Hernandez.
Come on.
Damn.
Hit that like, subscribe, please, everybody. We're doing this. We're going to make this a positive night, baby.
It's happening.
Yeah, Hernandez
No.
put the horse on
Jugatita
first.
2.5
Juliana.
mile, 48 and 4,
Six-
3
six-
quarters.
six, I don't know what that means.
13 and 1. The mile 138 and
Root
2.
for that six
Final
horse, I
time
guess.
144 64. Big
Rick
win for
Johnson
6 Cool
almost
Kiss.
flip that 2 and 6 around. You got it.
I don't know, huh?
Hopefully you boxed them, bro.
Almost. Yeah, hopefully we boxed him there.
6
La
easy
Yugadita.
winner with Leo, but listen, folks, that was a even money winner. So, and you know me, I'm Mr. Chalk. I'll eat the chalk when it's time. So if you love that horse, congrats
Absolutely.
to La Jugadita Zuliana.
Ooh. I don't know if he got second or not.
I don't know. You know,
It's either
First time I thought he did, but second
thought
it's
time.
either he got it or a dead heat, right? You think?
He was definitely starting to lose momentum.
I think we got the Bob with the 1, but you can't tell with that
I
angle.
think, no, you can't tell. Their angle is terrible.
I don't think the 2 got it personally.
I think
Come
the
on,
one.
Woodbine, tighten up, babe.
It could be a dead heat though.
Live,
Technically.
I thought it was the 1 on that last replay. I thought it was the 2.
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
see it.
really?
Okay, interesting.
Sean, make some moves. Get some pole power on there and get that camera moved over.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a turfway,
Those are
yeah,
full-
part 2.
Oh, turfways.
They moved it though, right? And then they actually fixed it a little bit.
I don't know. It's a tough watch for me.
I hit the exact on my personal bet, but I mean, I might not have actually if the 2
This
didn't
could
get
be a
second.
dead heat.
Second is 1 2-way
Yes.
cross.
There it is. There it is.
Oh,
There you go.
Fourth is
All right,
4.
we'll take
Yeah,
that
there
one.
you go.
6 1 2
You take
4,
place
the
and show
unofficial
money.
top 4.
Yep.
Yeah, the place could be okay.
All right.
Should be.
Well, I wanted to try to, try to get
Yeah.
us
Make
back
something.
in the. We'll get some
That's
plus.
definitely going to move the needle forward for sure.
Yeah, yeah. We'll get us
Right,
back
a couple
up a little
bucks.
bit
Yeah,
more.
exactly.
If you win money on the bet, it's
JJ
never the
Watt
one
in the
move.
winner's circle.
You know what it was? The 6 followed the 1's move on the outside, so it was a good setup for the 6.
Cool Kiss, a big win. Cool Kiss going out to a third victory with style. Congrats
Leo.
to Mike DiPolo, winning trainer, and Johnny Russell Ludonato and partners, owners of the winner,
1
and Leo
2.
Sales, who is the winning jockey. Congrats too to Phoenix Racing, who bred.
Yeah, the
Oh,
3. I
look
don't
at
know
you,
what
Uncle
happened there.
Sully. Wow. I like that. That's good.
Taking shots at Tim for
That's
$9.99
hey,
a pound.
I'll take them all night because it's just like last week. I told Sean, you only got to hit 1, and the 1 I hit last week, what was it, 950? I'll take that.
Yes. Yep. That's
Oh,
all
man.
we have
Take
to
that
do.
as well.
Yep.
That was amazing.
Every time.
Congrats, Tim. That's like what probably the second biggest hit of all time in the lounge, or second or third. Yeah.
Yep. That's big. Yep. I think that's
awesome.
the third. That's the third.
Oh, okay.
Carson's the biggest.
Hard to say.
Then Ombre and Tim hit like $1,100 and something
Wow.
try, and then the 900. That's the 3.
There you go.
Carson's 2,600 will not. That's gonna.
That's
That's gonna
that's
be
like Cal
awesome.
Ripken's. That's it. It's never gonna be
Cal
broken. It's
Cal
never gonna be
Ripken.
broken.
That was Carson's like Grand Slam. Exactly. All
There we
right,
go.
so we got 840 across.
Walk-off
840.
winner.
Okay.
So we had that for $5. So that'll be a $21 return. We'll add that to the banner here.
Not
You
bad.
got that, Tim?
I got it.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
So
You're gonna love the way you
we're
look.
swinging again. We're back up to 79.60.
Yep. There
All
we go.
right.
Okay.
2
Sounds
races to go to make some cash here, folks.
Yep.
And only winners allowed in the lounge. So
I can say this without a doubt, right? Is that the other thing is tonight is form when you have a wind of this proportion. I'm just saying sometimes form is not always the form. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of like it's what horses like the wind in their face, what ones don't. You know what I'm saying? Which can make it a race an interesting, proposition up there.
Right.
That wind can make a huge difference for a horse. Okay, so this is the formula. You're going to take race 7.
Oh, is this going to me? I can hand it off to Ombre if he wants it.
Okay. Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah. No, Ombre had it right. So I think you haven't had a race, right?
Go ahead.
Formula.
Okay, I'll take this one then. Let me.
Yeah, and then Keith, you'll be the Freddie Freeman cleanup hitter extraordinaire.
Tough with that horse in the 8th. Exactly. That guy was on fire in the World Series.
Oh my God,
Freddie Freeman.
He's kind of like Poppy.
All right, guys. So it's not exactly this.
Sean, that was a direct cheap shot at me, you bastard. I know that. I know exactly what that was, you bastard.
So I'm gonna have to sound an alarm here. It's not a dead pet, but it's close. All right, so we got an alarm on the 5 Ferret. I used to live off of Ferret when I was in college. Ferret Street in New Orleans.
There you go.
Not
I'm
deny
call that out now. If I'm
That's
biased
still dead
towards
pet alarm,
Ferret,
right?
Yeah,
That's
100%.
100%.
Why would you even deny that was
That's so funny.
unbelievable? You brought it up. Nobody would have known you grew up on or you went to college at Ferret Street or whatever.
It's the
That
dead
may
pet
be brought it
alarm.
up.
That
Nobody
may be
brings
the
up that
first-
you had a dead pet.
Well,
I'm not
Colin,
gonna be
that
oh,
that
you
may
had a
be the
dog named
first
Sugar.
self-incrimination. That may be the
Colin's
first
self-incriminate.
self-incrimination pet alarm.
I'm throwing it out there, guys. Just throwing it out
shout out
there.
to Banjo.
Shout out to Banjo.
That
Colin.
was Banjo for the kids scoring at home. If that was on your
Yep.
bingo card, I'm not sure, but shout out to
Yeah.
Banjo, dude. Look at
Shout
that
out to Banjo.
cute dog. I'm sure Colin and his family loved the dog.
That is adorable.
Tough loss.
Yeah. All right. Who wants to go first on this race in terms of what they're going to tell me, what they like, and why?
Keith.
Keith.
Ooh,
Hit me
man,
with the
putting me
Keith.
on the spot here. That's right. Yeah, I mean, for me, this was a chalky kind of race for me here. Now, the betting board has kind of been in flux since it opened up. I think it's kind of ironed out a little bit. The money's going to these Fort Erie horses. So currently, the 8 is the favorite. I don't have the 8 at all on my picks, by the way. I mean, I have them underneath, but the 3 is my top pick here. I just figured that it's a third off the layoff. Experienced runner. I mean, you got 36 starts and just factors. A lot of in the money finishes. I think this horse is going to be strong now. This horse actually raced 14 days ago. So I like that sometimes when these horses kind of come back, especially third off the layoff, this horse could be in good form right now. So
Okay.
the 3 is going to be Dreaming of Audrey is going to be my top pick here. And then I'm looking at the number 4, American Gamble. This horse did race last time at Fort Erie. I don't really think that he liked the track that much. This horse has, mostly been stationed at Woodbine and, these optional claimers. Again, a lot of in the money finishes at a higher level too than this. This is actually the claiming level. This horse was at the starter optional claiming. So a little bit of a higher level there. So I think the 4 factors in, again, 33 races for the 4. So you got Contreras aboard there. And then I'm surprised the 1's not taking any money here, but I thought the 1 factored in for third. This horse, again, I mean, a lot of Woodbine finishes. Again, I looked at class a lot and speed tonight. So, like Sean was saying before with the 1 post. So, this horse could factor in too and just raced on October 10th. Had a bad trip and now is stretching out an extra furlong. Now going back to the synthetic too. For know-how. So, I think the horse has a look too. So I am actually on 3-4-1 here. And the 8, I see the 8 a little bit, but maybe the 8 for 4th. in great form. There's also another horse in this race that's on fire at Fort Erie. I'm sure you guys will talk about it.
It's interesting you bring up the one. I'm noticing this. It's the morning line favorite at 5/2. Currently at 8-1. When I was making this statement originally, it was 10-1. So a lot of things happening with the public money here, but early money does not like the one. Which is
Right.
interesting.
But we told ourselves, don't go down that path. Exactly.
Oh no, I'm
With
looking
the
at
toe
it purely
board.
for value. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely.
All right. Who wants to go next? Sean,
who do you-
put your head up.
Yeah, I'll let
I'm calling on
Tim.
you.
Tim, do you want to go next?
I don't mind. Yeah, I don't care.
Tim.
Yeah, so I'm really similar to Keith in here. I've got the 3 on top. I
Cool.
tried to make a case for this 4 on top. I like the 4's numbers and the way that things look across looking at the races, but you know, to me, I can't get past sometimes when trainers are over, and this one is like 0 for 6 in first and second. He's got 3/3, so I think that the 4 I'm going to have to play underneath just based on what the trainer's performance has been here so far. So I landed on the 3 as my top pick in here. I just think that this is a horse third off a layoff. You guys know that's an angle I love. The last time out basically came back and ran an okay race, although it's one place behind what it was the previous race, and the buyer speed figures are a little bit lower. Really, to me, it just looked like the horse never really engaged and just kind of ran evenly, almost as if they were like picking their position and shooting for today. But and second, I had the 4. I had the 1. I had the 1 between the 3 and the 4. I like this horse. I think that if you look at the last race, it looks like the horse wants to take back. But I really don't think that the 1 is as much of a closer as maybe just like a mid pack type closer. And if you look at when this horse has been more towards the inside, the horse is a little more forwardly placed. So now drawing the 1 hoe, I think that Deshaun gets this horse in a good position and really can probably finish well, and definitely is in the trifecta. So I ended up being 3, 1, and 4 in here.
3, 1, 4. Okay.
3 with the 2-5.
3 with the 2-5.
I don't.
So,
You
oh,
can key box it or key it. I like the 3. I'm with you guys on that.
Oh, 1 looks pretty good actually. Not bad.
Yeah, I like. It does seem pretty wide open, as the betting would suggest here, with a 5-2 favorite with only 8 horses, and the biggest long shot's 11-1. That just shows there's a lot of balance in the field. But
yeah,
that's where my head's at. I don't have a ton of confidence in this race, to be honest. I'm glad it wasn't my race, but
yeah, I really wanted to make a case for this 2 horse. The 2 has basically most of the races are on dirt, and when you look at this horse, hasn't really run on the synthetic, hasn't run on turf, so everything's been at Fort Erie. It has 4 wins in a row. It's hard to bet against that if it's at the same track, but it's not. It's at Fort Erie, and I just think that this horse is a little bit below. To me, if you're looking at it and you look at the level there to where it looks like it's similar to where that's a 4-claimer, this is a 5-claimer. But to me, a 4-claimer at Fort Erie would be like a $1,000 claimer.
Wow. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's the horse I hinted at. I mean, this horse is on fire, but you just hit the nail on the head, Tim. I mean, totally different surface, and this horse won on a lot of sloppy tracks, right? Sloppy, muddy.
Right.
Now, he did win, but that one race in the Claiming Fast, but that was a weak field, so I'm against it too.
Yeah, and the Fast was a much slower figure. So this horse definitely likes the wet track. He's 3 for 3 on the wet, or she's 3 for 3 on the wet. But this is not the wet, and it's not Fort Erie. So I just had to.
It looks pretty good actually too. I don't know, I have to see, but yeah, no, I'm against.
Pat Dixon is one of my very good friends up there.
Who isn't?
Right, but the interesting thing, I when I looked at this horse, right, is that number 1, Terry Husbands is now healthy again. So why isn't he riding the horse if he's won that many times in a row? You know what I'm saying, Patrick? You know, brother, why isn't he on the horse if he's won that many times in a row? Wouldn't you put him back
This
up?
is the one horse you're talking about?
There's two.
The
For
two.
signature ring. You know what I'm saying? Like
Gotcha.
Terry's won with this horse like 4 times in a row, and Terry's not coming up to ride him. You know what I'm saying? In terms of, you know, and then you have Abley, who's a very good, but again, look at his workouts at Woodbine: 63 out of 89, 15 out of 19. They haven't been like what you call stellar. You know what I'm saying? So this is an interesting race to me, and I'll kind of go into my picks here. Is that the fact that the 8 is being played, you know, at 9 to 5, and you ask yourself, why is the 8 being played? I know why the 8 is being played, because Big Ginger, who has been a staple at Woodbine when she was 3, 4, 5, was always on the board, always. Okay. And the races that she ran against in like the 15,000 and the 10,000 would blow this field away. Exactly. Now, exactly. Julie Mathis brings this horse back from Fort Erie. The horse hasn't worked out since May. So she doesn't even work out the horse. You know what I'm saying? So this horse just comes in on races. And I don't like horses that come in on just without workouts back to Woodbine. Now, if they run their race, obviously the Big Ginger's face so much better, but this is not, you know. So my interesting angle in this race, and this is one of these races, if I was playing the thing, I'd go all, you know, because I mean, like any horse, if they could run the race here, would be quite the horse. But in this race, I just really like the 3. Dreaming of Audrey, Jose Campos, Donald McRae. This guy knows this guy, and look at this. Even like on and on and on, who we've seen. Cephalo just won his last race. So even up in that extra level up above, these are all horses that he was facing that were winners, and he was right there at the end versus them. I'm not saying he's winning, but he was right there against winners up at Woodbine. You know what I'm saying? And this horse, to me, was definitely the pick here for Donald McRae. They're like 23% together. Jose Campos, who I love, who was Mexico's leading rider, just loves Donald McRae. They work very well together. So I think this 3, though he's 1 for 6 at Woodbine, has faced so much better. Another angle was the 4. Interesting that Jeff's picking backwards 4-3. Louis Contreras is staying for one mountain here, folks. He hasn't been. We haven't seen Louis tonight at all, and he's riding for Warren Wilcox. You know, and this he's ridden this horse 4 times in a row. You know, again, and now, and even in the 7,500, which is better than this group, he darn near beat the group. And Louis has a win on him in May on this synthetic. So I think the 4 is going to be very tough here at 7-1, just like Jeff. So I was 3-4-1 in this race.
Wow.
Cool.
Pretty similar.
Yeah.
Guys, can you guess what my top pick for this race is?
3, 1, and 4.
My top pick is the 3.
Yeah.
We're
My
all the
second
3.
pick is
Wow.
the 5.
Then you had the 5, then the 1 and the 8.
Then the 1. No, I don't have the 8. Like, do I have the 8?
Yeah, I got the 8.
I do have the 8, right? But I am tossing the 8 here. I'm gonna jump.
Look at him out.
So I just don't know how heavy I'm going to bet this at 40 cents or $1.
$1 for sure, at least.
I'm actually gonna do. Oh no, I don't want to influence your bet. I'll say it after the official.
Well, we've only got one more race. We got $80. I mean,
Might as well pound it, right?
Hit
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
can't keep Monopoly money. Exactly.
That's why we hit 900 last week, because we made the try for $2.
That's true. Yes.
Let's crush it.
Time to pound it. All right. I'm gonna start typing this thing in here, and
Don't
you
be
guys can
afraid.
sound. All right, we're doing a trifecta key box, which is one of my favorite tools in the tool chest. It is going to be a try box with the 3 being the key, meaning the 3 can fall into 1, 2, or 3, but it has to be in there. Rounding out the other two positions are the 1, 4, and 5. We're going to do this for a $1 bet. When you combine that all, it costs us $18. But hopefully it pays out nicely for us.
I like it.
There we
And
go.
you know,
It's a good bet.
It's
Thank you.
really funny to me that the 1 is actually the 2-1 favorite right now. The 3 is, to me, is an overlay at 9-2. I love the 3 here.
Yeah, I do like the 3 a lot here.
Yeah, exactly. 9-2. I mean, I expect that to get bet down a little bit, but I'm enticed to do like a win bet at that, at that price.
Yeah, we all
You will
agreed that
see
the
him-
3 was
you will
the
see
top
him
horse.
You will see him drop.
Right.
You won't see
And
him
then,
go off. 90.
when I did my original analysis on this race, I mean, the 1 was 10-1, and now the money's poured in. Crazy.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of fluctuations at Woodbine today that have been
Yeah.
been interesting, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unexpected. I'll
They're
put it
watching
that way.
the 100th episode of the Cocktail Lounge. Yep, exactly.
Monumental.
That's awesome, man.
Yes.
Absolutely. And thank you to everybody for joining us tonight. Let us know who you like here in this race 7, folks.
I'm plugging it in myself here.
American Gamble
like
looks
that
sharp
so
on the
much.
track.
Got to get a piece.
Yeah. Hopefully build up a little something for BC here.
Right, exactly. Yeah, bankroll builder for the huge
Yeah.
weekend.
Hopefully not a bankroll killer. Yeah.
Oh, we need another one of those $900 bankroll builders.
Oh man, that's amazing.
All means.
Well, if it's 5-3, that could be just that. Exactly.
Yeah, we get that 5.
Yep. Yeah.
Get a piece
We're
of
looking
that.
good.
We're looking good. And the 3
So
are key.
Yeah, you like the 5. You like the 5's form though, other than the name, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
I
you,
do.
Joe.
I had so yeah, I can talk through this actually.
Yeah.
We got time. So all of my formulas are almost perfectly in agreement that the 3 is the top horse. Jockey, trainer, sire combo is tops with this horse here, right? So we're looking at field commission, not getting the greatest score, but then McRae, Campos, all that adds up to my top score here in terms of class. Rates out among the rest of them. They're all coming from similar class right now. In terms of speed figures for the race, the distance, the surface, grades out tops. In terms for the park, ranks out about the same. Last race, I've got him second to the rest of them. The top one we have is the 2 horse, but we talked about the 2 horse being a dirt horse more than an artificial surface horse, right? Not a tapping horse. So that's one reason that I put a line through that horse for now. So looking to my next horse here, Ferret. So I've got this horse as being my number 2 horse. I have him as having the second best speed figures of the race. I do like that he's got a little bit of closing in him. 3 wins in 10 races, 8 times in the money out of 10 races, 80%. So that's a good enough reason to put him in there. This is a horse that finds his way into the top 3. Median lengths is less than -1. Sorry, is better than -1, greater than -1. So the horse is always right there. So that's one reason I like Ferret. And then we've got the 1 horse here, got a little bit of close in him, 30% in the money, but I do like the closing here. It sits a little bit far back, but moves up towards the end, which is what we want to see. And then finally, you guys really liked American Gamble, the 4 horse. I had him rated as my 5th horse, but I had the 2 crossed off as the 8. Sits a little bit closer to the pace. I'm just hoping that this horse maintains. I like the price that we're getting on him at 5-1 right now. There you have it.
Yep.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
There you have it, and there you are.
All right. So there, yeah, there's our bet right there. So I like it a lot, actually, now that I look at it.
Yeah.
$18.
Thank you.
See my face for a second, but we'll click it back. Yeah. So yeah,
Curious to
got
see
2
what everyone
minutes
else
to
has.
post here. I mean, we got a pretty big favorite in the nightcap, so I know that's going to be my race, so it's going to be interesting. I'd like to, eventually I'm going to hear your guys' opinions on that one. It's going to be a good race.
Let's take this off just so I can get the sound here. Yep.
In the lounge, we have run on sentence drinks. I think I got that kicked off, and Uncle Sully was putting on top of that. So Rock and Ray here, run on sentence Bev. I have a margarita with a pinch of vodka and lemonade, cherry on top, most rugged Shirley Temple, I call it. There you go. And Shoddy's back. Airport cocktails are too expensive for me to partake unless this hits, of course. Oh, Shoddy playing.
We have Shoddy. Shoddy's in the house.
That's cool.
Love to see it.
Shoddy.
Yeah, she's heading to the Breeders' Cup, so have a great time, Shoddy.
Oh, have a great time, Shoddy.
That's good to hear. Good for you, Shoddy. Mike Witten checking in. Mike, you're asking what we got. We've got the 3 keyed in a box with
Shoddy,
1,
have
4,
fun at the
5.
Breeders' Cup.
It's right there.
Tim, you'll like this. I'm actually doing a 1, 3, 4, just side bet for me. I'm doing 1, 3, 4 try box because of the energy on charting horse value too.
I will have that one.
Okay. I bet it for $1. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Nice, fun little cheap bet there.
Yeah, it's fun because Woodbine, I know that they have
Yeah.
the 20-cent, lower, and we've always talked about it. You could, get creative with these bets, but of course you can increase that. Yep.
It's just like right now. So the 3 is the favorite, 2-1. But the exactas, the favorite is 1-3, paying $23.80.
On a 2?
For
That's not
$2.
bad.
Okay.
$2 1-3 will get you $23.80.
Yeah, we always talk about it. Like
this afterwards.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this afterwards. We'll let Keith answer this one. Omesh is asking, does anyone like Tapit Trice?
I think
I did see that comment.
We'll let Keith answer that one.
No. That's a horse only a mother could like.
Aubrey likes him. Come on.
I like him actually, and I love the post draw. I think that it's going to be interesting setup. And listen, I mean, real quick, I'll make a case is that this horse has kind of fixed the middle move. Now, calm down. Andre says, "Calm down."
Not happening.
Exactly.
Not happening.
I'm not Jake the Snake. Exactly. No, but
I
think you never know. I mean, outside draw, this horse could run for miles, right?
Not happening.
All right. I say top 4, Tim. Want to make a bet? I say 4th at least.
Hey, Michael Dempsey.
I'm trying to avoid talking about all these races because I'm like so studied and everything. But did you watch the races today?
Yes,
I did.
And we'll talk about that. And I'm really disappointed in the maintenance crew there. And we can talk about that over the next 2 days.
Oh, okay. Little speed favoring, it looks like. Yep.
Like way.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
All right, and they're off.
And the 2's going to go to the
Let's
front.
go.
As expected, I had him as my pace setter.
We'll put that.
And it looks like that's exactly what he wants right here. Had him as having a pace advantage, but he's not super far out in front there. We've got our 3 standing a couple lengths off with the 4 in there. The 1, the 5 is sitting in 3rd. We're doing okay so far. We just need to.
Everybody's looking good unless you have the 6.
Yeah.
No, unless it's going to be a pace collapse. Exactly.
The 6 likes the view.
They went fast though. You never know.
See them all.
22. It's a short one though.
Taylor Moon. I know that horse.
Ferret, get up there, baby. Get up there, Ferret.
Come on, 3.
We need that 3 up there though.
Watch 3 up the rail. Whoop.
Yeah, please.
Whoop whoop.
Ferret, come on, Ferret.
I don't know. He's asking the question. I'm not really.
Come on. Now we need the 3. 3's moving. Is he going to make it? Come on, get up there.
No, I'm not seeing it.
Come on.
Get up 3.
Move.
Not gonna
Don't make me.
Oh, look at this horse in between.
Fuck no.
Come on, 3, get 3rd. Oh, I just missed the try.
See, you can't go outside tonight. You can't go outside. You have to go inside. As soon as he went outside, he lost the race.
It was
can't go
over.
outside tonight.
Yep.
Sean, that what did I say at the top of the stretch? Here he comes up the rail, and then he tipped outside, and I'm like, where the hell is he going?
Yeah, as soon as he went out the outside, he lost all the momentum. You cannot do that on a cold night with a wind.
Without that, we have our 4-1-3, and we nail it.
Yep.
Damn. And the favorite would have been 3rd too, Tim. Exactly.
Exactly.
Uh-oh, it's a chunky.
Thank you. Thank you, Tim.
I like that one.
Different Tim.
I forgot how many
no
questions we got over
airport
here.
cocktails for Shoddy.
Oh God.
Yeah, I mean, it's all
bankroll-
about trip, right? And then that decision to point the horse
as soon
outside.
as the 3 went outside, who was missing? Colin.
Colin's missing. That's who's missing.
So that
no,
8?
Colin. We had all 4, but we keyed the
No,
wrong
Colin's not
horse.
missing. We're glad he's not here.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Bad driving.
See, the 5 horse saved all the ground. I mean, that's
did,
that's
right.
why the 5 got your third. Yep.
Yep. And the three just did not
That
even.
sucks because that 3 was well placed, and all he had to do was tip inside, and he goes, look at him.
Could have won the race. Yeah.
What was he doing?
Yeah.
Yep. No, that cost him the race entirely.
It did. It cost him.
Exactly. Ricky Johnson.
Are we in Mohawk?
That was
For
tough.
bad driving by James McDonald. Oh,
I'll be right back. 1 second.
Jump in, Colin. It's been a minute. We haven't talked in months, actually. If you can
okay.
jump in.
Now I got some big news here for one of our frequent viewers here, Rodney Evans.
Okay.
He has been asking me for months, where is Encino, who is like his favorite horse. I have on good on theory. Encino is heading to Dubai to get ready for the Dubai races, and he will be back racing, but in Dubai, and with a goal of getting him ready for the races in Dubai coming up in March and everything. But he will be on a plane to Dubai, getting ready to come back to racing once again.
Is he still being trained by Brad Cox?
Yep. He's sending him over there. Yep. There's 2 horses. I forget who the other one is. Him and another one are going over to Dubai, and they will both stay the winter getting ready for the Dubai races.
All right.
Is Colin joining us or what?
He's
No, Rodney, no trainer switch. He's just going over to get ready. He's gonna run the Dubai circuit. It's owned by Godolphin.
Special thanks to the 70+ viewers on YouTube tonight. The bankroll has not been wonderful so far. We have 1 race to make up for it, and we will. It's going to be a winner, folks. Stay tuned.
Yes,
you could switch over to Del Mar at the end too, right? There's probably still a race or 2 going on there.
Is there?
Oh God.
I don't think so. I think they're closed out.
Oh yeah, they're done.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see them on the docket.
145 would have
There's
paid
1
out.
race left.
Oh, okay.
There's 1 race left. Yeah.
That was not good. We should have had that. We had the horses. We should have had
Right.
that.
With the trio
right.
decision to go outside. Oh God.
That's the kind we've been hitting lately. So we should have had that. So here's the bankroll. The bankroll is updated. Right now, we are currently sitting at $43.60. We're on the last race. Somebody's got to bring us home.
Time to go. We got to shove it all in, babe.
That's what she said.
Oh man.
True. Shove it all in, sweetheart.
Been holding out.
I mean, it is the last race of the Cocktail Lounge. Exactly, 100th episode. So, congrats to
Yeah,
everybody.
We can't go out without a bang.
Oh yeah,
do
that's
so
what she
too.
said.
By the way, who do you
Oh, it's
like in the
amazing.
NFL game tonight? I think we have the Texans hosting the Jets, or vice versa.
Yeah, no, it's Houston at Jets.
And I gotta be honest, guys. I don't know if anybody here is a Jets fan, but what a luxury it has been to watch that thing just come apart at the seams as a human abortion clinic that is the New York Jets, and just I love it. I mean, this is just as good as watching the Bears suck as watching the Red Sox suck. I love this. It's amazing. It's amazing to watch that fall apart. As
Got a
much
clip
money-
here of Aaron Rodgers' first drive in that game. Yeah.
Toonses.
Haven't seen that one. That's funny.
Fucking Toonses. Toons is a rare cameo on the show.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it.
Not enough. And what can we
Aaron
say about Aaron
Rodgers-
Rodgers?
But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
There you go.
Yes. Denny Green
Love
gets
Rest,
it.
rest
10
in
years
peace, Denny.
posthumously, he gets it.
Yeah, it was like Denny Green versus the podium, and Denny Green won. It was like he just slammed it.
Let him off the hook.
Yeah, that was
I
the
thought it
bear.
was interesting.
Yeah, bro. Like, honestly, the Jets' failures right now are so fun to me. 'Cause I know
I mean,
a lot of people.
Patriots
near and
lost. I
dear-
mean, that's it. Yeah, there's
I mean,
no
the
there's
Patriots
no
are
room for
garbage,
error
too.
now.
I love watching the Patriots struggle too. This is amazing. I love it.
You
Sean,
probably
right?
you probably like watching my Raiders lose
getting
too.
the first,
That's it.
we're getting the first, second, or third pick, and then
You
we
see,
will build up just like the Lions did.
I hope
back.
so, man. I mean, it's been you guys had a 20-year amazing run. So
Yeah.
I'm not
We're-
really
we're
rooting
not-
for you,
we're
but
not
I
struggling,
do
yeah.
enjoy. I do enjoy watching the Bailey Zappi era come through in the. I don't even know who you have now. The kid got
we
hurt,
have,
right?
no, we have the kid from North Carolina, the state. He's good.
Drake?
I mean,
Drake May?
Yeah, Drake May. Yeah, from
Yeah, he
North
got hurt
Carolina.
though, right?
Yeah.
Is that
Huh?
He
injury
looks pretty
serious?
good, Sean. I thought he looked okay.
We're very high on him.
Yeah, I think
He's-
May's fine.
Yeah, the first half
Yeah,
of the
he's-
London game, I think it was the London game. He looked
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine. I think he's.
He's
a
so
keeper.
young. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Start
start
looking
Tank Dell tonight in fantasy. I decided a tough call, but they have a lot of injuries, so I
That's
think
not
they're
a
gonna
tough
throw to him.
call. Why is that a tough call at all? Like he's the only receiver
Well,
left.
yeah, exactly. Jets defense is not the same, right?
Collins is out and Diggs is out for the year.
Yeah, so that's it.
He's the only target now, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
A monster start. Like that's I think that's probably one of the top 5 receiver starts you can make this week, dude. To be honest,
Okay, good. Glad to hear that.
I
And
know.
how about your
someone-
Lions, man? Wow.
crushing, best team in the NFL.
Yes.
And Tim, we need to know: will the big blue bounce back with their new coach this year? Are they riding high so far for basketball coming up?
So we're talking basketball, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So look, here's the thing. The fans here were not happy with the last few years of Cal. And you know, I wish the guy all the luck in the world down at Arkansas, but if we're being honest, he underperformed at Kentucky in an incredible way. If you look at some of the players he's had and what he did with them versus what they do and go and do in the NBA, it's like you have to think that it's a coaching thing. And I'll give you the perfect example. Last year, he had 2 guys go in the lottery. Neither one of the guys started for Kentucky.
Right.
And he had a guy that he started at the guard position over these 2 guards, and that guy is still in this year and was like one of the most overrated players last year, underperforming players in the entire league. So it's like, yes, fans are at a high. I think we've got a good team. I'm not sure we've got a great team, but right now we have more 5-star prospects already signed for next year than any other team in the nation. So it's like
Including Duke?
Kentucky basketball is back.
Wow, Tim's really
Oh,
emotional.
wow.
Twins coming though, so you got to look out for that.
I like it.
Yeah. So I mean, this year, look, I'm not going to make any overly optimistic projections, but this could be a really good team. The landscape of college basketball has changed, and if you look at UConn and the success they've had, basically Mark Pope comes in with a resume that was better than Bobby Hurley's before he got to Connecticut. So that's the kind of thing. It's just like these guys who are willing to take people, put people together. That's a team and not these individual players and say, well, all I really cared about in anyway was getting my guys in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not what you're being paid for by the University of Kentucky. The NBA doesn't pay your salary.
Got it. There you go. And I'm sure Ombre and Formula are Izzo. No, Izzo.
I am, but he's kind of punched out too. He's kind of on the same.
Yeah, he's another one that he's resistant to
He's
change
kind
with
of very too. So
he's
yeah.
resistant to change with the changes in the game. He still plays Izzo ball, and Izzo ball is not going to win in the game these days.
Yeah,
Spermo's out
he's
here
a different type of coach than Cal.
in the green wave or blue wave, whatever it is. Green wave.
Green wave.
Green wave. There you go.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Listen, let me say one thing really quickly though. I'm gonna talk to Rodney's comment here. It's like he's talking about a couple of these horses. Rodney, I'm gonna just say this. I'm not gonna go into a lot about the Breeders' Cup because we got some great coverage coming up in the lounge. The next 2 nights, we're all excited. I've been friggin' giddy all week, giddy like a schoolgirl.
Me too.
And it's just like we've got some great coverage, but I'll tell you what, I've got some insight going into those races on Saturday. You're going to have to tune in to see what it is, but I'm just going to tell you this.
Teaser.
Single East Avenue. It's a single. Don't worry about anything else. East Avenue is a single, and we'll talk Saturday.
Love it.
So I saw Michael Dempsey jumped into the comments here. I do want to say one more time because we've punched this out a few times here already, but Iron Bets Racing.com. We have launching soon. They did launch this week. Colin confirmed that yes, they are going to be live for betting BC, but check your state first. Make sure that you can legally bet using ironbetsracing.com. If you can, oh yes, they've got a whole bunch of great options for you here. They've got random giveaways of $25, $50, $100, and $500 bonus bankrolls with 50% deposit bonus up to $300, 400 tracks around the globe. They're adding more stuff on, and definitely use that promo code TRUST to get $20 on your first deposit of over 100. Sign up, check the states, make sure you're eligible, make sure you're in the right state, and sign up with them. Let them know Trust the Profits sent you.
Yeah, and here's the thing, guys. If you go in there and you look and your state isn't covered yet, they're actually calling this a beta launch. I'm sure they wanted to be further along from where they're going to be in the future. I would call it like a soft launch kind of thing, a soft opening, so to speak. But look, give these guys a chance. If they're not in your state, just give them a chance to get all of those things worked out. I think that this is going to be a really good thing for horse players, by horse players. Is there anything better than that?
That's it.
No, I can't imagine battling what they're going through state by state, dude. Just like based on just me, I'm in South Carolina.
All those regulations and just I mean, some states are just not budging, right? Yeah.
Just me trying to put a bet in is one thing. So I can't imagine trying to organize a.
Yeah, I'm sitting in my living room and they don't recognize my location. I'm like, I'm right here.
Jen is asking California. Is California one of the states that is one of their states?
I'm going to check right now.
Ooh. Thank you.
You can go to the website and check. Facts. California has a star next to it. California is harness and quarter horse for now. More states.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's just LoSal and probably Cal Expo, and that might be it.
But here's the thing
on the harness bets then.
But they've already secured the Breeders' Cup part. So that's why they're able to do Breeders' Cup and why they wanted to make sure that they got this launch in, I'm sure.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Michael Dempsey here to talk about it. This is the guy right here. You want to talk about ironbetsracing.com. This is him right here.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, he's working to get this thing expanded out.
Good luck with everything. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep,
and we were talking about doing some giveaways. I think we will talk about that more tomorrow, not tonight. But yeah, California Thoroughbreds coming soon. Yes, at LoSal.
Joe T in the house.
Let's go.
So by all means, join us tomorrow for the Breeders' Cup Lounge Juvenile, and might have some giveaways that we talked about with Iron Bets. We'll figure those out tonight and work on that tomorrow.
Just to make the best weekend in horse racing even better, we've got Iron Bets coming on. There's going to be some giveaways. There's going to be obviously we're going to give you a bunch of money with Sean Patrick Nolan's picks, Riders Up Tim's picks,
right?
Guaranteeing your money. But also,
Sean, I've been following your picks too. Yep.
Iron Bets, Michael Dempsey in the chat. If you hit him up, Michael, if you want to drop your Twitter handle or email in the chat, just to help everybody along. But this is the guy. He's the main guy there.
Love it.
One of the main guys.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're doing it, and they're horse players, by the way. I've talked to Michael several times on the phone. I've had multiple conversations with him. These are real horse players. These guys aren't in the background, just faking it. They are here to play. They're horse players, so they get it. They know what we want as players, and they're here to appease the players. So please support them if you can. And I know, there's a lot of the laws are crazy, and they're struggling to get certain things opened up as far as with tracks and all that. I can't imagine the struggle that is, but please support them if you can.
You can tell he's working hard, though, right? I mean, he's updating this thing constantly, and you can tell he's working to get this working all across the board here.
Hey, so right now, guys, it looks like we're up to 66 viewers. This is a little bit lower than what we've had here the last couple of weeks in the lounge. And let me just say,
look at that.
If you're tuning in right now at the Cocktail Lounge and you're a regular here on Thursday nights, make sure you share with everybody. Let them know we're going to have a special edition of the Cocktail Lounge each of the next 2 nights for the Breeders' Cup races. This is something we've had success with. Look, you look at the channel, and I'm just going to say this about all the guys you see here on the screen in front of you right now. This is a group of, just like we were talking about with Iron Bets, this is a group of horse players who put picks out for free. And basically we share our information because we love the community, we love the game, and we just put everything out there for free. We've been kicking ass. So, let's just put it bluntly. The lounge here, we've had like one losing week in the last like 5 or 6. We've won overall for the year. As Ombre said early on, our ROI is through the roof. Last week, as an example, I did a capping the card at Keeneland. Out of 10 races, I hit 8 races with my topper value as a winning pick. It's like we have week in and week out. You look at the guys, our top 10s. Look, you can go in and put your opinion, and we always say the same thing. If you have an opinion about a race and it differs for ours, go bet your horse, not ours. We're sharing our picks. And if you follow ours, we're doing pretty damn well lately. So subscribe to the channel. 15,000. We want it by Saturday.
No.
Let's go. Let's hit the Breeders' Cup.
Tired of looking at it.
Tim's pumped. I love it.
I'm giddy.
Yeah, Tim's like, is it Friday, Saturday already? Exactly. That's
Love
what
the
you're
energy.
tweeting.
In the chat, and they haven't subscribed. I hate you, and I hate your whole family.
And who better to have in our 100th thing than Grandma Horse Racing?
Oh, Grandma
Oh, there's
Grandma.
Grandma.
Grandma Horse
Grandma's the
Racing.
Shout out to you.
Have a drink.
Grandma.
For a
Cheers.
longtime supporter. You'd love to see
Cheers,
it.
Grandma.
Grandma's the best. Grandma, hope you've hit something. She likes usually playing the lower tracks and everything. Grandma, hope you've hit something well tonight.
6 minutes to
cheers to
post.
you,
Does anyone beat the 2?
Gizmo, your support is just as important. Thank you, sir.
I love how you guys gave me this race. Yeah, I'm actually interested to
Keith,
hear
you
your
know, in this
analysis.
race, you're letting the whole horse racing community down. Honestly,
Pressure's on, right? Yeah, you gave
No
me
pressure.
the Babe Ruth spot in the 100th episode.
I'm telling you
Solar
right now. and I
panels,
mean this-
great to have you here.
I mean it sincerely, Keith. If you lose this, everybody's let down.
Gizmo.
$1 million.
It is.
I mean, this is up to you.
All right, so I'll just give it to you really
Get a
quickly
Gizmo
here.
earlier in here. That's
In
different.
order 2, 10, and
I know you're,
5. Unfortunately, I can't. Unfortunately, I don't think I can beat the 2 here just based on class, based on speed figures. One thing I can tell you about the 2 here, though, is that it is a horse that sits far back off the pace. It's going to have to be a closer. It often is a closer, but we're also going 8.5 furlongs here on turf. My second horse here, the 10, getting 7-1 on him now, 6-1 morning line. Sits a little bit closer, a little bit less of a closer. And then finally the 5 that I've got currently getting 18-1. It's going to be sitting pretty close to the pace there.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Rodney, Stable Duel will not be able to do Breeders' Cup. They do not allow the Breeders' Cup races to be done.
Oh, okay. Not even Del Mar. Wow.
No.
So it's just
You're
Breeders' Cup.
Nope.
Gotcha.
It's not run by Del Mar. It's run by the
All right.
Breeders' Cup. Yep. So
4 minutes to post.
Yeah.
Let's get
All right.
Keith's-
Anybody else got an opinion here? Yeah. I want to hear
This
it.
is ice cold.
I know. It's ice cold territory, Sean. That's exactly what I'm thinking of.
Ice cold.
Now let me look at this
210,
horse.
211.
210.
They scratch the 3, they scratch the 6, they scratch the 9. Anytime at Woodbine, when horses come in from the outside, as I've always said, that means they're going to run. And so I think it's 210, 211, and everybody else.
Let's check these. Let's check the will pays on these.
We have long shot Leo in this thing, so long shot Leo likes to come in. This is so. Let me, if I can kind of explain here.
You got a moment, yeah.
Okay. Mark Costa's got a huge barn, folks. What people don't understand is Mark Costa's got about 100 and something horses up there. This is the last week of turf racing. Okay. He's got a lot of turf horses in his barn. That's why this horse is dropping. He has that many horses. He cannot take all of them down with him to the United States and everything. This is why this horse is dropping to this level. Because he wants to get a win. And hopefully someone will take this horse saying, oh, my God, it's a Mark Costa horse for $15,000. How can I resist this? So this is the move that he's doing. He did it earlier with with one of his horses that won. He's going to do it. This is the same move. He's just trying to get a win with this horse, hoping someone claims it from him, and he only will have 100 horses left in the barn for the last month and a half. Yeah, exactly. So to me, this is just a simple 2, and then everybody behind them, because these are the type of moves that in October, November, and December they just clean up.
Significant dropping class.
Right. I mean,
am I up? I got 2
yeah,
minutes.
Thank you.
Yeah, go Tim, real quick. Yeah, sure.
So here's one thing I will say, and this is my strategy always in maiden races. This is maidens. Okay, we're talking maidens. Nobody's won. All right, we're being clear. 1 to 5. I don't care if you're friggin' flight line. I'm not taking a maiden at 1 to 5 on top. Okay, sure. So if anybody in here beats the 2, who is it? To me, it's a 10. Right. So basically, what I'm going to play is, and I think you have to play the 2. But what I'm going to do is, I don't think you can just key the 2 on top. So I'm going to play a 210 with 210 with all. This is how we hit $900 last week. But I'm going to hope I get the 10 on top. The 2 finishes second at 2 to 5, and I get a long shot in third. I'm playing the 210 with 210 with all.
Trifecta. Yep.
Trifecta.
You know what? I like it, Tim, because you actually I was at a crossroads there because I was almost thinking about putting the 10 on top just because, you got to create value. I like it a lot. I think that if you can get this 2 second, because I do like the 2 a lot, obviously here, this is a spot, but you're not going to make money with this horse on top.
And it's 2 to 5. And here's the thing. It's a closer on a night that nobody's closing at Woodbine. Nobody's closing.
Closer.
210 is 6 to 1 currently though. That's
right, I'm gonna we got like $40 to play with. Horrible. Yeah.
You ready, Keith?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Do it, Keith.
All right, in the nightcap of the 100th episode of the Cocktail Lounge, we are going to go with Tim's recommendation there. So we are going to go with the 210 all. And let's look at the domination here. Let's look. We can make it a little bigger. We're going to go with as they're going to the gate here, we are going to make it
go big.
We'll make it a $3. $3 makes it $36.
We're talking.
There you go. I just had to do a little math.
210 all.
Right.
Bada boom. Bada.
I looked at the 11 a lot in this race, but a lot of Fort Erie, form there, and still a maiden draws the outside. So the outside is post. We haven't seen success tonight, but I like it. I thought the 10 was a logical exacta.
You're gonna love the way you look.
There's 3 scratches in this race.
Right. Yeah, the horses that scratched, I kind of liked underneath too. Yeah, especially
they call
the 9.
him the nickname. He's already won 1 race tonight. They call Leo Salas Long Shot Leo because he likes to bring in long shots.
Hey guys, as we go to the gate with 0 minutes to post, I'm just going to throw this out there. You ready? 10-2-5-8-11. 10-2-5-8-11. 10-2-5-8-11 is your exact 5. High 5. Ice cold. 10-2-5-8-11.
I got 10 cents left in my account, so I might as well. No, I was just joking.
Hot favorite is English Jubilee, the first to go forward.
I've done that before and hit
the inside gate. is the ride for Juan Crawford. And
Dick Bush.
Oh,
is
there's
still-
appreciate you, Mike Wynn. Mike Wynn with the dono.
Ride Fraser Abley coming to gate
Thank
2.
you, Mikey.
Let's go. 80 people on here on the YouTube channel here.
I was thinking about just going ice cold 10-2. That was the crazy look I was looking at. But I'm glad that we did this try.
Shout out Yingling.
Thoroughbred putt.
Let me
Has run some
edit
very
the
nice
banner
races
here. We're taking 36
higher
out.
levels.
Yeah.
36 piece right here,
That's
baby.
it, all in.
36
Last race.
piece.
Yeah.
Out.
So we got
So
$7
the
left.
Focus right now, turning around.
We're investing.
All
Here.
right.
Here we
Right.
go.
All these other
Guided forward
horses
has
looked a
gone
little
in.
too weak for me to be
Front of
the
the gate.
exacta.
They're settling this runner. The favorite
That's
is
called
now being
maidens.
This is the
secured.
right bet.
To
Right.
gate 4,
Peaking,
disgruntled
And somebody's got to
Pelican.
really step up.
I think Tim manufactured that properly because that 210.
Thanks for saying that, Tim. Yeah.
I mean,
I was struggling. I was just going to go ice cold
straight
exacta.
Disgruntled
exacta,
Pelican
yeah,
inches
that's
to
the
the
only other
line.
way to do it.
Look how
But this
Billy
way,
has
you might
gate
actually
5.
catch. You might catch the big.
Because look, it went down to $4, 210 exacta is only
Yeah.
4 for a
Gone in.
buck.
Yeah, I mean,
Money
210
hole.
makes sense, but 2 is going to be
Each
closing,
tips
and
a
maybe
move up.
we catch it the other
Double
way.
gate 1 for D's.
Yeah, and the
Candy.
other way is
Arms
paying
way
big,
one.
12 bucks.
This runner
If
got
10
a little
comes
bit
up on
too
top-
on the
We get the try.
inside, but
Not
being
If it
contained.
comes
Yes.
to
The window's
10-2
breaking
anything,
underneath.
we're good.
And now Ian Ross taking a look across at horse
210
1,
anything,
who
we're good. But
is right
Got a
here
lot of
in
horses
gate
dropping in
2.
this field.
Is
Wow.
Candy being settled.
Let's get that one involved. How
Backed
about
away
that?
from the start.
Forster?
yeah, one's
Let him
gonna get
take
third.
third.
We'll get one and
Stand
third
by.
there
We'll take the 1 and 3rd.
for the kids.
The 5 is the horse that I like for 3rd.
Number 1,
That's
D's
good
Candy
too,
is officially
17.
out as a vet
Oh,
scratch.
one's
by
out.
order of the stewards acting on vet
Oh.
advice. Number
Who's
1,
out?
D's Candy is out.
One's out.
Please mark your program
Yikes.
for
One
the
is
final
out.
race with the late scratch.
I mean, if you want to
one.
update it, if you
That's
want a
okay.
couple
D's
bucks.
Candy.
Well, that's gonna make it a little cheaper, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Oof.
That kind of hurts because that was a big price.
We'll take the 7 now.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah, 7 or the 5, exactly. Yep. Or the 4 too. Yep.
I've got the 5 there, 10, 2, 5, 8. That's what
Yeah.
if you remember what I just called 10, 2, 5, 8, 11. I'm a high five. Here we
Five,
go.
yeah, 5's probably the logical third choice for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my 3rd too.
Yeah, the race couple 3 back for the 5 was a very good race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost broke the maiden. All right, so late scratch by the vet here, and the football game's underway.
It is okay.
Let's hope those.
I mean, the Jets
lose
can't
again.
even. If anything, they could lose one game for the rest of the season. They're done.
Trash. Aaron Rodgers can go retire into the mountains and do ecstasy or whatever he does.
You wanna
My
see that
friend's
replay
got
on-
season tickets. Yeah,
Oof.
yeah. Every year he goes, but he's actually last year he stopped going because he's like it's trash. Exactly.
Yeah. Let's quickly flip over to the Jets opening drive here. Never gets old.
Just remember,
Also-
technically, right now, just for you folks there, the Patriots are tied for
Riders getting
second
back
in
into
the
their
AFC East.
San
Wow.
Francisco start. The
Before this
favorite
race goes off, too,
Julie now has
live
the
footage of the
inside
Jets
gate into
locker
the
room.
Scratch of horse 1 D's Candy and has gone in. Moving up is disgruntled Pelican as they reload.
All right, let's go, folks.
I'm loving
We got a
these
big
shorts.
one.
That's good
And
stuff.
late scratch of vet scratch D's
2.
Candy coming to the
So you
line.
think this is going to go 1 to 5 or what's up? 2 to 5? Oh.
2-10 all, baby. That's all we care about.
To me,
Yeah,
I
long
just
bling to money
can't
hoe.
bet a maiden at 1 to 5, 2 to 5. Or you
Right, it's like flight line, exactly like you
Six
said,
foot
Tim.
nine
Only
as
flight
they
line
take
or somebody like that
Money
caliber.
home has gone in.
Look, I get
Six
this
foot
is a
nine
horse.
coming
If you
forward.
look, last race was against the boys. I mean, she went against the boys, and most of these are kind of staying to filly and mare kind of races. But still, it's too low for me. Too much of an underweight.
6, 4, and 9. The focus for the
Well, let's get
handlers,
that
they
10 on
just
top then. Fine.
Let's do it.
work
10-2. I
towards
like
the
it.
line.
And 2, baby.
10
Yeah, I
teams
wanted to
covered.
like this 11 a lot, but I
10-7.
just couldn't get there with the
Well,
4
now-
Erie.
Crest
Now
also
with the
out
one
into
out,
Silent
if you like
Passion.
11, I'm saying he's even further in now.
Oh,
I'm
look
just
at him.
That's
saying,
right.
you
6
know,
for a 9.
We want 10, 2, 5, 8, 11. because I've got that high
Yep.
five.
The last two.
Oh, okay.
We're up
Take
to
the
100
bull
people
down.
in the chat right now. Please like and
baby.
subscribe this video and
Sellers, Daisy
subscribe to the
Crest
channel. We
for the
appreciate everybody joining.
outside gate.
And check out our
Late
sponsor,
scratch, horse one.
ironbetsracing.com.
And they're all in and ready to
I like a
Weekend
turf
coming up.
race to end the card.
Promo
Good
code
turf
We're gonna be
race.
live all
Just at
weekend,
that moment,
folks.
disgruntled
You're gonna love
Pelican
it.
Yep.
stirred up a little bit, so out the saddle momentarily.
Disgruntled
David
Pelican.
Moran getting back. So certainly was
What do
disgruntled.
we want? 10-2-7? Is that what we
Yeah,
said?
I wanna see how this
last
10
race of
breaks.
Halloween.
10-2-5.
They're almost
Oh,
right. They're
10-2-7
on.
would be best
And a
our
pretty
draw.
even
All right,
break. A
good.
good start
Don't
for
get
English
squeezed.
Jubilee
All right,
on the
good.
inside from disgruntled Pelican.
Clean
And out
start.
wider is Look How
Great
Pretty.
start.
The Grays at the back
10
early.
looks
That's
good.
6 for 9, dipping to last behind Daisy Crest and coming forward deep on the track. Silent Passions contending for the
10
lead
is a
now. And on
deep
the
closer
outside,
from what
joins
we've
disgruntled
seen, and
Pelican.
Yeah.
Looks like he's trying to take that pace over early.
Might be
The money
worried
It's
has
an
about
on the
interesting
outside.
ride.
outside,
Wow.
tucked away English
Sean, let's
Jubilee.
talk about that
Daisy
outside
Crest
being a
second last, the
disadvantage
inside
over
2
there.
away,
It
and
might be why
last
they
is 6
sent
for 9. And veering right off into the turn, Blink the
7.
money home.
7
Seven
blew
away,
it.
disgruntled
Blue
Pelican.
eye.
Only ahead in front. Silent
That's a
Passion
price we
second,
need.
right behind them, English Jubilee.
Now the
Around
7's going to make a
outside, sweeping forward
premature
again. To
move
go
on
into
the
third
outside.
spot, Blink the money home with Look How Pretty in the
Now
center.
now he's
That's
holding.
the last 6 for 9 going into the race nicely. And last of all is
And
Daisy
got to get a
Crest.
breather here with the
Silent
10.
Passion pops the head in
Stay up
front.
10.
And battling
I
right
think he
back,
will.
disgruntled Pelican for the
Two's
lead.
getting a
Length
perfect
clear of
trip,
Look How Pretty,
unfortunately.
Blink the money home. The race favorite, English Jubilee,
We
biting.
need the 2 up.
Time is
Oh,
over on the
man.
inside, lying in fifth,
Who's
only a
fine?
couple off
Who's
the leader.
killing?
It's going to be a good race
Now looking
here.
for some racing room.
Let's
Second
go.
last 6 for 9 as they quicken, and last of all is
All right,
Daisy
he puts the
Crest.
4 away,
Out
so
of
the 4 is
3/8, and
done.
The new leader is Silent
Now we got the
7
7
is
to
gonna be
deal with.
Seven's going to be
Out
done.
disgruntled Pelican,
dude.
English
Right.
Jubilee up the
Yeah,
inside.
he's
Look
wearing
How
the
Pretty
7
the
down.
center. And around
Exactly.
them, starting to wind up 6 for 9 as they sprint for home.
Jump in there,
And
too.
Now the
Daisy
7
Crest
should
down
succeed
the
at this
ground,
point.
turning and going to the
Let's
front.
Let's
go.
Leaders on the
Go with
outside.
this.
Blink the money home. Coming is 6 for 9. The
Come on,
rail
Tim,
shot
come
on,
is
dude.
now.
Come on.
Now
Now I'm
English
rooting for
Jubilee
you.
treading a path up the
Oh, the
inside.
2's loaded, guys. The
English
2's
Jubilee
absolutely
cuts the rail
loaded.
to come
The 2
through
just
on
needs to
the
pop
outside.
out.
The leader 6 for
no.
9
The
into
10
the
is
middle
falling.
first time,
No.
English
Oh,
Jubilee.
Jesus, guys.
And the leader 6 for 9 got away from English Jubilee. 6 for 9.5 English Jubilee coming up the inside.
Okay,
Nice.
at least
Leading under the
at least
wire,
the
English
T-box would've
Jubilee.
lost.
squeezed
Two's
for
gonna
the
win.
win.
2-1.
Right at the wire.
Oh
From 6
my
for
God.
9,
Wow.
7 away, Daisy Crest third, then Silent Passion, followed by Blink the Money Home,
I
and the
just couldn't
time
find that 8.
is up at
Boo.
1:47.
Took money late. The 8 took money late.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, it's a chunky!
Wow, we tried that. That was it.
Dick Bush. Look at that.
Somebody had it?
yeah,
Bush
Dick
have it?
Bush.
Oh, there you go, Dick. Nice.
Look at that. Nice job.
2-8-10. Slam that. That's going to pay.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
Opening quarter in
What do
20.
you got? What was that?
Exactly.
12 to
Nice
1 on
job,
that?
my friend.
50 and
I'm sure you were hoping that 8 was going to hold on, but yeah.
I think that was a 12 to 1 piece on top, though, wasn't it?
Time is 1.
No, I think the 2 got it done.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Second number 8.
I thought the
What
2
was
was
it- what was
beat.
the 11, though? The 11 was the longest shot, or
11
close.
third, Daisy
Oh,
Crest.
Oh, yeah, that 11 I was talking about. Yeah,
The
just
11
Oh,
the
12 to
11
1.
got third,
Weekend.
though, guys. The 10 didn't get third. The 11
Oh, yeah, the
Didn't get
11. That's
third.
going to help your
Right.
job. Ah,
That'll be
you still
two,
didn't
eight.
have it then.
Yeah,
11.
2 got it.
Come on,
got
Keith,
ahead.
wake up.
Full
Yeah, exactly. bro.
That was a tough
Wait,
one.
11.
Nice job, Dick.
Would have been a good
You
We
could have
would've
did
taken
2
the
all, exactly. All right, well. Got the whole weekend ahead, right? Exactly.
I'm curious what that 2-8 exactly would have paid.
All right, let's look.
Yeah, we can
15,
always check.
15 to 1.
Wow, that's pretty
you
good.
can make money. If you got none of us had the 8. I mean, as
No.
a
Yeah.
significantly favored second place, but I'm saying you can make money with a chalk race like that if you have
Yeah.
a feeling on the
Yeah.
second.
It's my 6th horse.
You know what's crazy, guys, is the 5 got bet down as the exact late $6 to the 5. And then the 5 wasn't even in the factor. You know, it wasn't even in the
Yeah.
equation at all.
Yeah, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
It was that kind of race. Yeah, I mean, 2 even struggled to win there at the end. Wow.
Yeah, that I thought the 8 was going to win, and then the 2 right at the last minute ducked inside.
Yeah, the 2
Inside
I
things,
saw it
that was
all night. I saw it all night at Woodbine. Like any horse trying to get the rail was struggling to get the rail. Like even if it seemed to be open, they seemed like they were battling harder than they normally do to get that rail. So that's what it felt like to me watching that too. He was much the best.
Yeah, this try is going to be okay though. I mean, the exacta pays basically $30 for two, so the try is going to pay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
with the 12 to 1/3.
Yep.
1 1/3.
Yeah, I mean the 8 was returning back to Woodbine and just had some decent efforts at
English
Woodbine
Jubilee
before.
coming out with very
4th
nice
place.
win in the final
I
race.
had the 8.
Coming up
the
the rail
8
to score Fraser, ably
Okay.
riding for Mark Cassie and Eclipse Thoroughbred Partners of Philly, who's 3 at Chestnut.
Can't believe I'm wearing this hat still.
What time is the show tomorrow, folks?
WRA Ventures in Ontario
We'll
bred this winner.
Breeders' Cup
which is a
coverage
breakthrough
starting
win for
Friday
English Jubilee in
and
her
Saturday. We're doing live, just like this, cocktail lounge style coverage.
Yep.
What time are we going live tomorrow? Just for the people at home. The kids.
I had us going a little bit earlier than the first race. Let me double check here. Oh, I'm in StreamYard now, so it's hard to check. But
yeah. Anybody know what time the first Breeders' Cup race kicks off?
5:45.
Pretty late. Yeah.
5:45 Eastern.
5:45 Eastern time. Yep.
Yep. We'll be on around that time, and we do not fail at Breeders' Cup, baby. This channel wins.
Yeah, we'll
I saw you have a mutual fund too, El Hombre.
5:30.
Yeah. By the way, I got a mutual fund going. I just started it today, last minute. I've been kind of absent, but I'm doing it. It's on Twitter at El Hombre_TTP. You can see it in my name there.
I was in one of those with Keeneland. I mean, that lasted weeks. That one mutual fund. That was a good time.
Yeah, and the last 3 years in a row, Breeders' Cup has been a winner. So.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're wrong.
What was the horse in the last wager that we hit?
Was it Idiomatic?
Cocaine Bear.
Was it?
Oh, you were saying you were going to talk about it.
I think it was like one of the last bets that we had.
Mountain Bear.
Year.
Oh yeah, I was down to not much left at all, and turned that back into like $2,000 or something. So it won the whole weekend for us. Yep.
So and Billy Mott's speed horse too that won the last race, Force, right?
Yeah. Well, what was the horse, Sean?
He's retired now.
Yes. I can't. I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's what we're doing all weekend, baby. Biggest weekend of the year, the most fun, the most, it's time to get creative betting these races because there is no more challenging venue than the Breeders' Cup, and it is the most fun to me. There ain't going to be a whole lot of 1 to 5 this weekend.
I've got us kicking off tomorrow at 4:45. I can make that later, but I can join at 4:45.
I'm good. I'm good with 4:45. I'll be on to start it off and to open it up for anybody who wants to be there and start talking about things.
I should be good at that.
I think that gets us kicked off at the race before the 6th race, which is the first BC race.
Yep, sounds good.
Cool.
I should be good at that.
I think it's still a stakes race. Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. It's still fun.
Oh, Hombre, Elite Power.
Yes, Elite Power.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Elite Power was the one that won.
Did it for the boys and the girls in the mutual fund. So yeah, hit me up, man, if you guys want to join in. The last 3 years in a row, legit winners. I think I went 3-1 return a couple of years ago. Last year was more like 1.8 to 1 return, and then the other year was like pretty much. I think we returned 1,200 on 1,000 or something. But it's all positive. I'm very conservative with the betting, but when it's time to go punch it in, let's go. We're going to punch it in this weekend. There's going to be a couple winners that I like a lot this weekend. We'll punch it in hard on those. And I know Tim's doing his homework. I know Sean, Formula, Keith, everybody's doing their homework. We're going to make some money this weekend. I'm super excited. Best weekend of the year, baby, in this industry.
Yeah, best betting weekend. Yep.
I'm going to be kicked back, feet up, drinking beer all weekend, celebrating the fact that we're going to make $1 million. I'm going to retire.
Love it.
Love the energy.
Yeah.
$1 million.
Yep. So thank you to everybody for joining the 100th edition of the Cocktail Lounge.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's quite an accomplishment. So shout out to everybody here, on screen and everybody for the support. That's awesome.
Yep. Couldn't have done it without all of the 5 of us. Let's shout out Carson, Jessica, Colin, Matt DeSantis, a lot of the other people who helped us build this. I mean,
can we take back the shout out to Colin?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I was trying to be nice.
Sleepy time horse.
Come on, the guy checked in. The guy checked in the chat tonight and didn't even bother to come in for just a moment to say hello.
Well, listen, it's kind of like the kid that you go to the baseball t-ball game and you're watching the little kids play t-ball. There's always one kid wearing an extra thick helmet and he's maybe a little slower and he's not doing as well as the other kids. So you give him a little extra love. That's Colin. All right. So I try to make him feel like he's a part of it. And I hope that he does feel like he's a part of the team here at Trust the Profits, because it's the type of kid you want to just pat on his head and tell him he's doing good,
It's funny.
All right. I'm really excited for the next 2 days, guys. Breeders' Cup. I like a couple of favorites a lot, but I've got a couple of prices I think we can bring home.
Yeah.
Grandma's asking when we get the girls back.
You're talking about Karsten and Jessica?
Carson. Jessica and Carson.
I know Jessica. Jessica, I can say this. I think she's got a lot going on professionally in the industry, which in a positive way. Like,
absolutely.
Kind of like
Good
Matt
for her.
Sanders moving on to bigger and better things, and we never like strive to stop that. It's we support any of us who can do that. I mean,
For sure.
it's not going to happen for me. I will never try to move from my career into horse racing. I like being the smart ass that can sit in the cocktail lounge and have beers and not worry about what anybody says or thinks. But like, obviously Matt DeSantis has moved on and done better things. Jessica deserves it. She's a hard worker. She's doing great. And she's still a part of the channel, but she's always welcome. She'll probably be on this weekend, I'm sure, at some point. And Carson, same thing. I haven't talked to Carson in a long time, but I thought she was joining. She's probably going to join this weekend too. I'm just going
to. The baby, the baby was under the weather tonight. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Kids first.
If Carson would have joined, we probably would have finished above. Let's just.
We had a good time in Lexington hanging out with Carson.
Way up ahead. Exactly. Absolutely.
Good people. Jessica's good people. The five of us here, all good people except me. And Colin is not here, so he's not included in that either. But
excluded, right?
Gentlemen, let's do it tomorrow at what, 5:45 or 4:45?
Yep, 5:45. The action begins.
All right, let's do it, baby. Thank you, Dick Bush.
Good luck, everybody. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you, Dick.
Ride for a couple of years.
Yeah, 100th episode.
Grandma, Mike Whitten, Rick, everybody.
Love to see
Gizmo. We had 2 gizmos in here tonight. That threw me off.
Yeah, that's a gizmo of Woodbine too, so that's awesome.
Yeah, right. And Giant Gizmo is the biggest horse up in Canada, but we had Gizmo Hardy, who's a woman, and Gizmo, the other Gizmo, who's a guy. So it was this guy. We had 2 gizmos tonight. Who knew? Exactly. So thank you to everybody. See you tomorrow. We're gonna win some money.
We'll be here.
Let's go.
Peace out, everybody.
Take care.